It's starting.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Welcome to the 2017 NFLHC Draft. We have Saluna,
Yo, what's up?
Jumbo,
Hello.
Sagebo,
What's up?
and myself. And we should be starting here very soon, hopefully.
Make sure that if you're not aware of it yet, in Sproul's interface, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post the link to it in the broadcast again, just as like a keep in mind thing.
All right, so I think we're 3 minutes away from the clock starting. So
Is Inspo on?
yeah, he's in the chat with me.
All right.
Okay. So, while we wait for the draft clock to start, I guess we can potentially talk about. I mean, we've done so many mocks at this point that I feel like everybody's kind of burned out on it, but could at least talk about who we think or what's going to happen with the first couple picks, I suppose. Does anybody want to start off with the discussion on the Bears pick? We got like 1 minute.
So I guess at this point, like with the Schefter account, we've pretty much figured out that it's between Brookshire and Jones, which isn't that surprising because I don't think they would have taken Jefferson if he was like the greatest of all time QB, just because the principle of it. So if I had to guess, it's going to be Brookshire because Stormstopper really likes him from the Big 12. But I mean, if they're leaning Jones, I could see it. So it's really just up to what they like from the combine, what they like from the season stats. But I could see it going either way.
I had a discussion with people on the site with people yesterday about this. I still don't think any of the quarterbacks are really worth a top pick here, but being expansion teams, I'm pretty sure it'll be mostly quarterbacks. Inspiral, slight interruption here. Inspiral says, when do we want it? Inspiral started at 8 p.m. I'm assuming you have a computer clock that's not shit. So started at 8 p.m., which is exactly 55 seconds from now. Oh, shit, he's delayed. Hold on. I'll type it in the chat box. I forgot. I don't know what the delay is. I think it's 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Hectic start to the draft, but we'll be fine. I was saying I don't think the quarterbacks are worth the top picks, but it'll be a quarterback for sure because it's expansion teams and they need one. I think it'll probably be Brookshire. I like Jones better, but I think it'll be Brookshire based on his Wonderlic and college performance.
I feel like you almost have to take a QB if you're an expansion team, though. You know, like Ortiz and Brown are good players, but if you're in a position to take a top QB,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think you shouldn't take a defensive end first. I don't really think that's smart. But like a tackle, what is going on?
Sorry.
Or was that Alien?
I think that was me, yeah.
It's loud as shit.
All right. Yeah, I agree. But some of the expansion teams have already got quarterbacks that are kind of iffy, but they might just go with them for a year. So, like the Titans have Kareem Taylor, who's not terrible, but they also have like the 8th pick, which is out of range of most of the top guys.
This is one thing I didn't do properly in my preparation that I probably should have done. Who are all the quarterbacks for all these expansion teams at the moment? Like, do the Bears do not have one? I believe.
I don't think they do.
The Bills have Robert Aikman. The Cardinals have Sam Armour. Kansas City's got Wheeler in the stupidest trade ever seen.
Steelers signed Pro Bowl quarterback Ontario Smith.
The Chicago Bears starting quarterback at the moment is Charles Quinn, a 78. So.
All right, the clock has started, guys.
The clock has begun. We are officially into the 2017, the 4th draft. So I don't know how this is going to notify us. I guess it'll just refresh the draft picks.
I think, as far as I know, I think it automatically refreshes, but I'm not 100% sure.
We'll see. I mean, I can still announce it if we want to, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we can. There's no reason
I'm
we
assuming
can't.
most people also see it at the same time, but I can just read it. So what's everybody's guess for this pick? I'm going to go with Brookshire.
Norris Brookshire.
I
I
don't
think I'm going to go surprise here. I think they were scared off by what you said yesterday. I think they're going to go for Jones.
Really? Oh, I mean, what I said yesterday applies to Jones as well. So.
True. But I think for whatever reason they may end up leaning to Jones if it's just a 1 point higher overall or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay, so first look at my top 10 board here, my Mayock board. My top quarterback available is actually, I have Jones listed as the top one. Like I said, this could probably come down to, I mean, this is my opinion. This isn't any more valid than anybody else's, really. But do you think there's a potential for Jefferson? I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe.
I don't think so. I think he clearly had the third best combine out of these three, and stats-wise, he's not quite on par. And he's also 1 point lower than Jones.
Oh, he is. Well, I mean, the points aren't. I mean, being 1 point lower isn't really that much.
That's true.
I think for me, though, I thought Jefferson had a better combine than Jarius Jones. I mean, a lot of people were saying how Jefferson didn't have a good combine, and I just didn't see it. I thought he had a great combine.
Oh God!
It was just a wonder, like.
The interface is already timing out for me, unfortunately. So we'll see how long this holds up.
Oh, the pick is in.
Pick is in.
North Berkshire to Chicago.
Okay, so there goes Berkshire.
If Atlanta, they gotta be taking Jones in.
So this will be Jerry Jones. Okay, so we have Berkshire will be our first overall pick. Awesome.
Interesting.
That means quarterback 3 out of the 4 drafts so far.
Probably shouldn't have been a quarterback last year, but that's kind of my fault. So.
Yeah, you guys are for trading up like that. That was not good.
I think this was the right decision here.
I mean, well, probably. Time will tell if this is actually.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, you can't go wrong taking a QB. Well, you kind of can, but you know what I mean.
Was Berkshire an early declaration?
Yes, he was. He was an early declaration. So North Berkshire, a Chicago Bear.
Hey, is the interface timing out for anyone right now?
Yes.
It's working fine for me. Although it's not, it doesn't like count down directly. It just like counts down
Every
in
15
intervals for
seconds,
that.
Every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah,
see the Brookshire pick. I just heard it.
Yeah, I can't go to any of the other like the player tabs. It crashes.
Huh. That's not good.
So yeah, this is my concern when I talk to Inspirl about this. Hopefully it holds up.
So just a request to everyone, if you're not a GM, like just if you're not making the pick, just get off the interface because otherwise it's going to take too long to load.
Yeah. If we can have it so that only one person for each team, and then obviously us 4 need to be on it. So
Yeah.
that would be.
If anyone actually listens, I doubt that.
I
Plus
think
then
right
you can-
now we're all the GMs for our team because Taffy's at a bus stop, and then Saluna and Alien are dictators, and Jumbo's an actual GM.
Taffy's at a bus stop. What?
Yeah, he said he wouldn't be here for the draft. He's at a bus stop.
Okay,
Come
well,
on, Taffy.
so Falcons. Everybody's going with Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
the
think there's
little
a
guy?
there's a slim chance it could be Jefferson, but like I don't know. I don't see it. I think people are going to be scared off by the one
It
to
is
like.
AJ Jefferson.
Oh
wow.
my God, AJ
Guess I was
Jefferson.
wrong.
So
All
all
the
the mock
mocks.
drafts are wrong already.
Already there.
I think it was the smart choice. Honestly, I think it was.
Jefferson stays local from Lilburn, Georgia, 20 miles outside of Atlanta.
I think here's where it's gonna start changing up. Who do you guys have Buffalo going?
Now
I
Darius Jones.
I think they
Yeah,
go Ortiz.
I think they're gonna pounce on Jones.
I think they'd be dumb to not take Jones here. So Jones is still my best quarterback available. He was my best player in that position. So we'll see. Wow, I can't believe it's already all wrong. Wow. That's amazing. Every year, it's actually kind of... I love it. I love it.
That's actually very interesting. I do like Jefferson the best of all the QBs in this draft, though, just because he was the only one that like every single team plays the pass against, and he was
So-
incredible.
After people are picked now, I can start talking about them more openly, I guess. I think Jefferson is has the highest ceiling and the highest bust potential. He's like what I was saying earlier on Vent to some people that were on. I think he's somewhere between Brett Favre and Ryan Leaf. So I don't know. We'll see. He's a gunslinger. He's gonna throw a lot of interceptions. But
He's like the polar opposite of Fields.
He didn't throw a lot of interceptions his last. Oh wow! I just realized both of these people were early declarations.
He only threw 2 picks last year, didn't he?
He only threw 2, but he had like 40 in his 3 years. So, it's college defenses are different than NFL defenses. So he's
the pick is in. The pick is in, and it's Anthony Ortiz.
All right, we can just do this. Whoever is reading it first can announce it. Whoever sees it.
Interesting.
So okay.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So Jarius Jones free fall because the Saints aren't picking him.
It could go to
Jarius Jones. Fuck you.
I don't think
there's no way the Cardinals pass up Jarius Jones, is there?
They have Sam Armour.
Alien is fucking shitting himself right now because he's gonna have a free selection of whatever he wants, basically.
So
Saints are probably entertaining offers to trade down right about now.
You guys can't see the outcome of this yet, but I'm gonna end up with Jones and Brown's gonna go for 4 first-rounders to Buffalo.
The Saints are like freaking the fuck out right now. They really wanted Ortiz.
Oh, this will be Sean Jenkins. So.
Yeah, I mean they can get Sean Jenkins for Devereaux. They can get Gray Brown.
So the Saints traded like their best defensive end to move up to this spot.
Do you think they wanted Ortiz?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's freaking out the shout box. To quote the I believe general manager or owner of the Saints. Direct quote, fuck, goddamn it, fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck.
That's funny. So, good stuff. So I guess the New York teams all have really good defensive ends now.
Yeah, that's random. But Buffalo building that defense, so I guess they're... Wait, who's their quarterback?
Aikman. They got Troy Aikman, or Robert Aikman.
They might go for McCready in the second round.
They don't have a second round.
They also drafted...
a second rounder? Okay, they're shit.
They traded their second round for Chad Dess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I bet you they're just going to, like...
Wow, they're very similar to the real Bills. That's amazing.
Their next selection is the 110th pick in the 4th round. So I don't think they're going to get McCready.
So let's look at my overall big board of best available players, and my number 1 is Sean Jenkins. Number 2, which some people might not agree with, is Robert Haynes, who I think is the best tackle.
I actually agree with you there. Gray Brown and Ryan Robinson are higher rated by a point, I think, but Haynes had a ridiculously good combine.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I wouldn't say amazing, but he's pretty good. So I don't know what the Saints are doing here. They got a decent amount of time left. I think are they trying to trade this pick? Maybe the Saints do like to trade.
They might be, but I mean, if I were them, I would take Sean Jenkins here. I think he's personally.
Oh, Chicago Ted shit talking the Bears. Norris won in Heisman and a Natty. Shame he won't win anything else.
That is funny.
Yeah, they're Packers fans, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. They are. Oh wow, so Ted gets to play his old quarterback twice a year.
Good stuff. That's good stuff.
Okay, so Saints, everybody's pick, or take a guess. Sean Jenkins?
I think it's got to be Jenkins.
If this isn't Jenkins, what are the alternatives?
It'd be an offensive tackle to protect Devereaux.
Oh yeah, it might be an offensive tackle actually. Could be Haynes or Brown.
I think they may go Jenkins just because that combine was so absurd.
Yeah.
They don't really have a true number 1 receiver either. Like they
Maybe,
do have a.
I have a feeling. What if you take Jenkins and it ends up being a Mosi Bartow situation where he's like good but not worth it? Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
What is our opinions on Devereaux? Like, is he good? Is he in the middle, or is he just flat out terrible? Like, what do you guys think about it?
I think Devereaux is like decent and has potential, but is not. He's like, I don't even know if I hesitate to call him good, but he's not really mediocre either. He's like somewhere between good and mediocre, slightly above average, with potential to be better.
Like, the way I see it, Sean Jenkins made Fabian Morin a decent quarterback when Morin is not a decent quarterback at all. He
But
probably...
to be fair, they played like the Mountain West most of the season, which is not exactly famous for its secondary. So we'll see. I don't know what's going on with the Saints here. They must be.
Oh, Franz just said his pick isn't working.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Insproll.
Please.
Some technical difficulties at the draft booth here. Insproll will be with us shortly to repair. You could just assign them the pick in Spiral if you want to, and then reset the clock, or something like that. Are they logging in properly?
Well, I gave them their password, so.
All right, we'll figure it out in a second. It's all right. We're moving fast enough that it's fine. It's interesting seeing the. It's weird seeing the. Every draft, I'm always surprised watching the wiki fill up, and then realizing that part of the draft is over again for a couple months. Wow, I can't believe Agent Jefferson went 2, and Jarius Jones hasn't been picked yet. Wow.
I think if Jarius Jones drops to the Lions, like, Jacobs may scream in joy.
Yeah, but they just traded for LeCount.
Yeah, but I don't know if they like LeCount that
think
much.
Jones over LeCount. I'm sorry. LeCount,
I think he's going to go to Arizona anyway. If they don't.
Well,
if
we assume he drops to Detroit, then it could be another like Devereaux and Kareem Taylor situation where they just trade him next year or something.
Franz, just PM the error that you're getting with Insproll.
He's just saying like repeatedly it doesn't work instead of saying the error or what the.
It could be entering the wrong password, or the password they wanted could have been entered wrong.
Neo claims that he tried entering the password as well and it doesn't work. So I don't know if Alien gave them the wrong password maybe.
That's possible.
Well, it's case sensitive. I don't remember what I gave them because I deleted all those PMs. So
I would just. They do have another first.
So the Arizona
apparently
Cardinals
the password
are
is
trying
wrong.
to trade. The Arizona Cardinals are trying to trade down now.
Oh really?
Yep. Crimson Chin. Anyone interested in 5? Message me.
I think he just wants like a ransom for Jones. I don't know how interested they are in him.
I think they just want a shit ton.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. Maybe they're just not convinced on Jones. Maybe they weren't expecting him to be there, and now they're not sure if they want to take him or not.
I don't understand why Jarius Jones is falling. This is weird.
Well, obviously the Saints aren't going to take him.
Yeah, I think this is a bit ridiculous. I
So the
don't think any
Cardinals-
mock had him below
Apparently
2.
the Cardinals don't want him. Oakland's not going to take him. Detroit, I don't think so. San Francisco, no. Cleveland?
Cleveland, if he goes to Cleveland, that would be so
Okay.
interesting.
Oh my god, that would be horrible. St. Louis wouldn't take him. New England would probably be the first destination.
Huh.
If Cleveland
I really-
takes him, I'm never gonna they'd just be so bad. I can't even.
I
maybe,
really
don't
hope he
know,
doesn't go to
maybe
New
San Francisco
England.
will take
That would be
him. Lester
unfortunate.
is unproven in the NFL so far, but I kind of feel like they.
Sofo says if Jones falls to 7, PM me or Jacobs for King's ransom. So they don't want him either. Oh, Texans rumored to possibly be trading up to the Cardinals pick.
That's
That's a
interesting.
possibility.
They could
I don't
maybe-
understand why they would give up on Simmons, the runner up to Rookie of the Year. I still don't understand.
Because screw him.
Did they figure out the situation with the pick? I see nobody talking in the shout box.
I think Franz PM'd it to InSpiral,
The
so
clock's not going down anymore, so I guess it's real
he
possible.
probably paused it. Yeah.
I cannot believe that Jefferson went before. We didn't talk about this more. This is like literally no one saw this coming.
It looks like the pick is. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a possibility. I just didn't think it would actually happen.
Yeah, pick is in. This is Sean Jenkins.
Arizona's on the clock now.
So Sean Jenkins goes to New Orleans. So now they have the awkward situation of having no D-line with a very weak D-line class.
That is interesting.
So Jenkins on the Saints. That's fortunately the Falcons have Wilburn. So
This
we'll
is,
see how it matches up.
This is pretty close to how I mocked it, actually. I did mock them, Sean Jenkins.
I did too, actually.
I didn't have.
Who do you guys
any
think
of
the
these
Cardinals
guys.
go? Do you think they go JJ?
I think they're going to trade this.
Either
It's
they're
funny how
trading-
Jones didn't enter the draft last year when he probably would have been like the consensus #1 guy. And now he's falling.
But he's not falling for like any valid reason. He's just.
It doesn't matter.
Lucky.
He's falling.
Yeah. So my top 3 available players right now are Haynes, Darius Jones, and Gray Brown. Gray
Hey,
Brown,
Jumbo.
coincidentally the best name.
Jumbo, in the wiki you put Sean Jenkins in as Conference USA. It's the
I don't
put-
You
I don't
can't
put in the conference. It's automatic.
Don't worry about the conferences. I'll change them later. It's automatic based off of a formula, which I haven't updated in a while.
Oh,
Yeah,
So don't worry about that. I'll change it.
I pointed out a bit ago, but you can tell it's really old because it still says Hawaii's in the Pac-12.
I haven't updated it in a couple years. It's really easy to change. I'll just do it later. It's not
Yeah.
it's not important in like any ways.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like don't freak out about it or anything.
So Cardinals. So if they don't trade this pick, what happens?
They'll probably
I don't-
take Jones. If it's not Jones, then they'll probably take
don't think
I
it's
guess
O-line.
Brown or Haynes.
I don't think it'd be O-line. Honestly, don't see it. Not for armor.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be Jones. I can't see them picking anyone else.
If they don't trade it.
Yeah. Of course.
Can you see on the trade board if they're I don't know.
I think the trade board is just like it'll only display the trades that have already been made or something.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly. By the way, I'm just not going to update the trades at the bottom until the end if any happen today. So
That's
don't
what we did
worry.
last time too, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if
That's
it's
the,
the real draft where there's so much hype about trades and then there's like 2.
Well, that's because in ours all of them happened before because it's kind of hard to coordinate in this during.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. That's the only thing like I'm not a huge fan of that every trade happens before the actual draft. But there you go.
Somebody
Not
keep
much
an
you
eye
can
on the pick. Okay, so I can see this being, if it's not Jones and it's not traded, I think it might be Tunch or Gradishar. O-line always drops. That's the one thing I've noticed in the previous couple years. They always fall.
It's because it's too hard to determine if they're going to be good or not.
Oh, so let me enter my these things into my drafted buy calculator so I can see who's the biggest reach so far with our like 5 picks. And who the biggest steal is. The biggest reach is going to be Jefferson significantly because I only had him ranked as 10th best. So yeah, biggest reach so far, AJ Jefferson. Biggest steal, Sean Jenkins.
Where did you have Jenkins ranked?
Number 1.
Really?
I think he's the best player in the draft.
do you think he has greatest of all time?
No, I just think he's the best. I don't know what's good. This isn't concerning like the future. I just think at the moment he would be the best, most impactful player we could get.
Yeah, just not very often you see receivers going number 1.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
It's happened though. It's happened before.
it has happened. Usually not good. Let me sort this. Okay, so I'm up to date with my boards. Pick is still not in. I'm assuming this is... They're still trying to trade this. They are
Yeah.
exactly halfway through their picking time, so they got 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I like what I Live in a Dreamatorium said in the shout box. Nobody showed up to Jarius Jones' birthday party.
Inspiril, to help out a little bit, Inspiril shouting, trade board will display any proposed trades, and each team has to confirm it, so you know.
All right.
Panther, actually the amount of time we have per pick is exactly the same as the real NFL.
Okay, so let's talk about, I guess, Jenkins and Devereaux. How do you think that pairing is going to work?
Good, but I'm worried about they still got O-line problems. Remember we were expecting them to take O-line last time. They took Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
they
I
had two
remember,
first-round
and I still stand by the fact that it wasn't a good decision. But
No, I agree.
I think they'll be able to get a line with their second first-round pick.
They do have a second one, which is a good thing, yeah.
yeah, and this draft is deep at offensive tackle, so
I
they
mean,
could still pick someone.
it'll be good. If this should also show pretty quickly if Jenkins doesn't flop, if Devereaux is a good quarterback or not. I mean, they should, in theory, find out pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, even like elite receivers still do well with shit QBs generally.
That's true.
So
But I don't know. Well, maybe not in the NFL. We'll see.
yeah, I mean, at the very least, like his performance should pick up based on compared to last year.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be good. I was gonna say we should talk about some of the other expansion teams, but those teams are like too new to really talk about. So I guess the Saints thing is the first.
Well, I mean, also in the real draft, they usually talk about the guy who was just picked, so I figured that's what we could do.
And then sometimes they forget other teams' picks, like while they're talking about that one.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully we don't do that. But yeah, I do like the pick. I feel like Brown would have made more sense.
Yeah, I
because
agree. I think Brown would have.
They already do have a good receiver, and I think in terms of positional value, like I think offensive tackle is better than receiver. Although because it's not as tangible here, it's harder to say that. But I think a good offensive tackle is better than a good receiver.
Yeah, probably. This is the reason I took Peterson in the first draft at 7 or whatever spot I had.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
So here's a fun fact.
Quarterback like Devereaux. Hold on a second. For a quarterback like Devereaux, who they had like one good receiver last year. Their other receivers are kind of garbage, and their tight end is mediocre, in my opinion. So they're getting a huge upgrade at one spot here. They still have another first-round pick. They can easily take a tackle there, and it'll still be a good one just because it's so deep. Sean Jenkins is like one of the best wide receiver prospects we've ever seen, I think. Up there with Walt Peck, so I love the pick for them. I would have liked it for myself too, but I don't think I actually would have taken him if you'd called me, just because I have so many good receivers. But I'm not sure Gray Brown or whoever else is going to be like the next Marcellus Peterson. It's really hard to tell with those guys. Whereas Jenkins, you have a track record, the stats, and the combine was amazing. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's valid. I think no matter what, I think either pick is good for the Saints. I mean, they couldn't really fuck this up very hard.
I mean, it's not like the pick is so terrible and I hate it. I just think they would have gotten better value out of it taking an offensive tackle.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I would have taken the tackle here and then the wide receiver later in the first, but that's all right.
Well, I also
don't
think
the Cardinals only have 60 seconds remaining, and we're on like a 30-second delay, so.
So here's a fun fact about Sean Jenkins. This past season, 2016, the quarterback with the highest QBR rating was QB Stephen Myers of North Texas, who threw one pass, which was an 88-yard touchdown bomb, to Sean Jenkins. He ended up with a QBR of 1,169.2.
There's no cap in college?
No,
All right, the pick is in. It's Jarius Jones, like we pretty much expected.
Okay. I think you almost have to. If he's there, you kind of
Yeah,
have to.
I don't really. I mean, yeah. So, okay.
If it was Jefferson, I think it would have been more understandable passing him up, but I don't think passing up Jones would have made sense for them.
I mean, so we've pretty much already talked about this. Interestingly, this completely changes the picks down the line now. So Alien will be between Tunch or Gradishar, I'm pretty sure. Although he would have his choice of O-line if he wanted to, but I don't think Alien would do that. I think Detroit, it's better for Detroit. It would be better if Oakland takes Gradishar because they already have Keyshawn. So I don't know what this situation. What's going to happen here is going to be interesting, I think. This is going to dictate like the next 6 picks. So my best available, really quick, top 5: Robert Haynes, Gray Brown, both tackles, Tunch, Mike Gradishar, and Brandon Sauter, the safety that we haven't talked about yet. I think that guy is pretty good. It just seems that safety is not really easy to draft in the top 5 or top 10 even.
Yeah. All right, the pick is in.
That was fast.
Oakland selects Mike Gradishar from Alabama.
Okay, so Oakland gets baby David Wilburn. So
Hopefully.
I think this is going to be good for the Lions, assuming they take Tunch and not O-line. Although I don't, do they need O-line? I'm not really. I hate talking like that about do they need or what, but.
Well, they picked what's his name, Quinn Bowman or Quinn Bauman in the second last year, and then they dealt him. So it's possible. Although I'm not sure who their other offensive tackles are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, at the very least, they probably have a hole at one of the O-line positions. And with a guy like Gray Brown still available, like, it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't understand this O-line thing every year. Like, these players are just, like, such a waste to drop. But to talk about Alien stuff pretty quick, I mean, obviously I had a little bit of an advantage because I've been talking to Alien for, like, months about this shit. But solid pick. I like it. Especially with your shitty corner situation last year. This should be much, much better. And quarterbacks in your division aren't particularly good, so other than Wheeler.
Well, Will Thompson's pretty good, but yeah, I do get to face you this year again, so I have to deal with that.
I currently only have like nothing in passing, so
yeah,
I have like no players. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's a good pick. I think so far my favorite picks so far are the Cardinals taking Jones and then Gradishar to you. I like that best. Let me update my reach board to see. So Gradishar went at 6. So that is, I have that as a slight reach of 2 positions, so that's not that bad. I believe Jerry's Jones will be the new. Oh no, actually Jenkins is still the best one.
Well, I mean, you did have him ranked number 1. So.
Yeah, but it won't be the best one for long. There'll be some better ones.
Probably.
Looking at Detroit's roster, they definitely could go tackle here. They have Andrew O'Neal, who's 92 as their left tackle, but their right tackle is only a 70.
Sorry to interrupt, but they want to advertise that they want to trade this pick.
Interesting.
So did they not trade up for this? Is this another case of
did trade up? Yeah.
Trading up and then not realizing what you want to do?
I think they were hoping to get Ortiz here, or maybe I know they need a safety too, so they could maybe go Souter.
I think they go Souter just because he played at Michigan State and he's good.
Their strong safety is a 74.
So okay, this could be Sauter then, yeah. I feel like it could be pretty much anybody. Did they need a linebacker? I'm sorry, did I miss this?
Let me look here. Inside linebacker, they have Mark Craig. He's a 92.
Oh, he's good. That's my old linebacker.
Yeah.
Okay, so this won't be Tunch. So it'll be O-line or I guess Brandon Sauter.
Yeah, it could be. I would say this is probably Haynes here.
Oh, Haynes went to Michigan State as well.
Yeah.
So Slicky.
This could be like 8 different players. Yeah, I think the Gradishar has just always been like a really underrated guy. Like
Sophos claims they know who they want, but he dropped. I don't know what that means. If that's somebody that was good before the combine and it's not good anymore, not rated as highly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Cryptic. Okay, so O-line or Sauter, not much to say, I don't think. Looking slightly ahead, just to keep it interesting, the 49ers are next, and I do not know what they need, except I'm pretty sure they don't need inside linebacker, because they have Dalroy Smart, right?
They need O-line.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they do. They do need O-line. I forgot about that.
49ers need to protect Todd Lester because some games he has really good stats, and in other games he's other garbage.
Okay, yeah. So that'll be assuming that Detroit doesn't, or even if Detroit takes an O-line, let's say they take Haynes. This is probably be Gray Brown.
Yeah,
The
I
40
can't imagine they don't take an O-line.
the 49ers have to be jumping for joy though because they basically have their choice of the three top guys.
Do the Browns need O-line too? This might be 3 O-line in a row, actually.
The Browns are gonna go wide receiver. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, the next best wide receiver is Ty. Oh, so that'll be Ty Miller, probably.
Looking at Cleveland's roster, although they have 2 team pages, so I'm not 100% sure which one is correct. I'm just going to go with the first one I see and hope it's correct.
Probably the most recently posted one.
Yeah, they've got Preston Gill at offensive tackle, who's an 87, and their second guy is an 80. So they might not.
Well, they don't. Yeah, I don't think not in the first round. Maybe later. Oh yeah, they need wide receivers pretty bad. They need D-line really badly, actually.
Yeah, they have. Well, their only problem is none of the D linemen left are worth the pick.
Yeah. So far, this pick isn't working.
They probably don't have the right password. In Spiral told me basically if it's not working, something's messed up with the password.
I hope people realize that if they sent me something, it's case sensitive. Like I used the uppercase that you sent me. I don't remember what Detroit sent me, but
yeah. Okay, so they're handing in the pick. Sofo says, "Can I PM Alien the pick?"
if you PM me your password, I can change it and then you can pick yourself.
They have 3 minutes to make the pick. And Spiral now gets to feel some of my pain in the annual draft mess.
Shout out
So-
to Spiral. This is
Good for
really
this.
cool draft interface. I think Proletariat also worked on it.
Yeah, Proletariat did work on it for people who are unaware. So thanks to Proletariat as well.
I feel
So-
like this could be anything. It really could be anything.
Yeah, this could be a lot of stuff. I think it'll be anything except Tunch or quarterback.
I don't know if they're going to go Tunch. I feel like the only
No, that's
pick on
what I'm saying.
defense they would make is Sauter.
I'm saying they wouldn't go Tunch.
Sorry, I misheard you.
So Sauter or well, none of the other. Like I'm looking around some of these other picks. I wouldn't draft anybody else this high.
I mean, it could be Tunch because they don't have. I don't know if they run a 3-4 or 4-3 before, but they only have one good defensive tackle. So maybe they'll switch to a 3-4.
My updated top 5: Robert Haynes, Gray Brown, Tunch, Brandon Sauter, and this might be unpopular, but I think this guy's gonna be good. John Tripucka, the guard from Clemson, is my 5th best available player.
Yeah, I was looking at his combine. We have like absolutely zero need for starting guard, but I was looking at his combine and I was actually very impressed.
It's pretty good.
And considering the rest of the guards in this class, like he's going to get possibly overdrafted, but like not by that much.
That's why I have him ranked so high. Is partially the need or the lack of need, or the dearth of skills at the guard position, basically.
Yeah, guard is really terrible this year.
He was the only guard at the combine, wasn't he?
Yep, he was.
Sophos has sent the pick and password to Inspiral, so Hopefully, Inspiro can just submit it and then move on. People need to remember the caps that they sent Alien.
I even asked people, like, some people that sent me weird passwords. I was like, are you sure it's what you want to be typing in every
Of
pick?
course.
And some of them were like, yeah, of course.
it's like ridiculous combinations of letters, numbers with upper caps, lower caps.
And then ask why it doesn't work.
And then bits, yeah. My password doesn't read it.
It's a good thing we have the 10 minutes clock for the first round so we can get all these issues sorted out.
Well, hopefully, I mean, otherwise it's been going pretty quick. So
All right, pick is in.
it is Gray
It
Brown.
is Gray Brown. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, well, it surprised me a little bit because I think Haynes is better, and Haynes went to Michigan State. So
Maybe they did it to avoid being called homers.
I wouldn't put it past. Yeah, actually, that sounds like Sophos.
Well, maybe if they
it's a
kind
good
of fix
pick.
pass blocking and the other two are run blocking, that could also be it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even look at that. So, yeah.
All right. So the 49ers are probably jumping for joy. Like, I'm sure these are their two top offensive tackles, and they're both there.
So, okay, now the draft feels a little bit more predictable for the next picks. I think this will be either Haynes or Ryan Robinson. And then Cleveland will be Ty Miller. And then St. Louis.
The Rams.
The Rams could be Richardson, actually. I don't think they have. Or didn't they trade their linebacker?
We lost our other inside linebacker
Okay.
to expansion. He was the #1 pick to the Titans. And then the Morris Millen made bank at Chicago, and then Westbrook was also taken away in expansion. So we only have one linebacker left.
But it's an inside linebacker, right?
Yeah, it's inside linebacker Jim Bendros. He's
Okay,
an
so you
80-year-old.
guys might take David Doherty, maybe, the outside linebacker.
They say they don't like him, and I could see that because his stats are not really that impressive. And his combine was good, though.
He is the best. He's like, yeah, he had a decent combine, and he is like the only good outside linebacker.
Yeah, the outside linebackers in this draft are really, like, it's like playing whack-a-mole, I feel like. If you
Shout
pick
out
one.
to Weiss and the best awesome name best friends from FSU, Gray Brown and Blue Moss. Best friends on the Florida State Seminoles team that never won the championship but always got really close. Maybe Blue Moss will follow him to Detroit next year. I think he's a senior next year.
What a great name Blue Moss is.
Do we think Gray Brown will actually get a championship in Detroit?
Maybe they look a lot better. I think LeCount is probably the way to roll here, and with some better O-line, it's good to. I'm glad that the Lions picked O-line. It makes me gain some respect for the team. That is, I think, kind of necessary at this point. We'll see how it goes. I guess they're gonna. So, like I said, I guess they're gonna roll with LeCount. It should be good. I think it'll work. I don't know if they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but I think they'll have a decent shot at least to the playoffs, and then we don't know what's gonna happen from there.
Yeah, their defense is really brutal. So once they figure out the offense, and now that they got LeCount, and Elvis Williams is re-signed for them.
Pick is in. It is Robert Haynes.
Great pick for 49ers.
I like that pick a lot. It's good for
Todd Lester is like
Lester the Molester.
Todd Lester is really happy right now.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with this. I actually forgot about this because I wanted to talk about this a little bit. What I know more about the tackles that's not entirely visible. Haynes is like super athletic and will do very well as a left tackle. Gray Brown isn't quite as athletic, but is like a good build so that he can do either right or left tackle. I think that Haynes isn't really that great of a right tackle, but I mean he's not going to be in San Francisco. He'll be their equivalent of Marcellus Peterson probably.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cleveland is up.
This will be Ty Miller. I'd be extremely surprised if this is not Ty Miller.
Dean has said he really likes Ty Miller, so
He really likes him or doesn't?
he said he really likes him.
Dean has said
him
he
over
likes
Sean.
Ty Miller over Sean Jenkins. Yeah.
Oh, what? Really?
Seriously? I think he was just saying that because he anticipated Ty falling to him.
The one thing I'm worried about with Ty Miller is that he's like a product of Brookshire. There's like nothing to. You can't really disprove that either. So
Yeah, like one could be the product of the other and vice versa.
yeah. So I don't know which.
Pick is in. It is Ty Miller.
Although
Check that one.
if you look back at the Big 12 championship game when Brookshire had like 1 touchdown and 2 picks, and Miller had like 2 catches. I don't remember exactly how it was, but outside the 2 picks, Brookshire had like a solid game, and Miller was very quiet. So that worries me about Miller.
Yeah, I'm not. I would honestly probably have passed on Miller if he had fallen to me, just because I don't know. He's just something weird. I don't know. If he works out, good for them. If not, then don't be surprised.
I like it for them.
Yeah, I think it's good for them.
Even if he busts, I think it's still like it makes sense now because they really need a receiver, and he's proven himself stats-wise in college. He did have a great QB, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so Ty Miller to Cleveland. So now we'll see what the Rams. It's gonna be Rams, Patriots, Titans, the Chargers, and Miami up next.
I'm really not sure about this Rams pick. I believe them that they're not going to take outside linebacker here.
I don't think it's going to be Doherty. I think that's way too risky at number 10. They might go for Tunch just because he's fallen.
But they don't really know. Yeah, I guess Tunch would be all right, but I don't understand because they already have Bendros.
This could be Souter or one of the other strong safeties.
What's their safety situation like?
They have a 70.
We have a 7-3 overall zone strong safety.
Okay,
They traded Jonathan Parker to trade up to this pick.
So then I think this should be Sauter then.
Yeah.
Actually, Sauter is one of my favorite players in this draft, so I hope that wherever he ends up, he gets used properly.
If they do take Souter, their secondary is going to be really good.
Just out of coincidence, I think if Sauter doesn't go to the Rams, he's pretty sure to go to the Patriots. Because Patriots already have Andre Brooks, so there'll be the same situation with linebacker. And then
I don't know about that. I think Patriots really need an offensive tackle.
do they?
I think they might take Robinson if he's there.
Do you think they reach and go for a guy like Lawyer Johnson?
No. Oh my
sure
God!
hope-
No.
I sure hope they do.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That would be
AFC
great.
East type. Please make my division easier.
The one thing the Jets and Dolphins can agree on.
Yeah. I don't even take the Bills seriously. I just realized that I gotta play Anthony Ortiz twice a year. That's alright. I'll survive. He'll be up against Marcellus Peterson.
Until he doesn't resign with the team because he wants like $15 million.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, he's gonna pay all his brothers in Alabama.
All right, so Rams are on the clock. This will round out the top 10. I mean, outside of Sauter, are there any like really potentially strong possibilities?
Do the Rams have a second first-round pick? No.
No, I don't think so. Because they traded their first-round pick to trade up.
All right, I think honestly the smart decision would be Sauter, just because there's not going to be all the rest of the good strong safeties will be gone by the next time they pick.
It could be an offensive tackle because they only have one on their roster right now.
Could they take Tripucka?
No.
No,
I
they
think it'll be
have
Ryan
two
Robinson.
good guards. They have an 83 and 92 guard.
Oh, okay.
So Robinson or Sauter or you said no, not David Doherty. I don't
Their
think it'll
center
be.
is good too.
I think
Their
Tunch
O-line
would
is
be-
good except for one tackle spot. So.
I think Tunch would be a bad decision here just because of their other needs. Otherwise, I wouldn't normally. Oh God, people are hyping James Dale to the Patriots next.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that, but whatever.
So far, Ty Miller is the only one of these players which has on wiki page.
Wow, I just looked at the Patriots. They actually really do need O-line. Holy crap. I'd actually be surprised if that's not Ryan Robinson.
Well, Ryan Robinson could also go like right now.
That's true. If that's the case, my next best available offensive lineman would be Wesley Dawkins from Michigan, who I think would be way overdrafted at this point. So
Okay,
Yeah.
apparently the Rams also fucked the password issue.
Oh my god.
Sorry, guys.
Why don't you guys
Shut up, Sage.
use like non-retarded case password?
Well, I don't know if that's the case in this one. I think two people from their organization sent me different passwords, I think.
Great.
That might have been what happened.
Alright, this password situation needs to be done differently next time.
Alright, I just set the password for you, Sage. Can you pick now, or do you need me to do it?
Let me check. Yep,
I like
it's
how-
in. Our pick
I
is
like
in.
how everybody says interface isn't working when it's clearly their fault.
Interface isn't working because my password is wrong.
Pick is Brandon Sauter.
I'm just gonna say right now that was our guy the entire time. We felt like Gray Corbin was just, he's tiny, he's injury prone. We think he's good though, so we got someone with a little bit more meat on the other side of him. Because of this, we now have spent the last 4 top picks on our secondary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, haven't you spent an absurd amount of capital on your secondary already?
Holy shit. They want to copy that Wilburn.
Yeah, but
Right
they're
now,
like
all we're gonna
super.
do, we're just gonna
like
check
super
the ball at
overcompensating.
Walt Peck, get ahead of teams, and then just have our secondary pick them apart. That's the plan right now.
Well, it's interesting because your division now is St. Louis, Seattle, Arizona, and San Francisco. 2 of those quarterbacks are scramblers. I don't know who Arizona. Oh, Arizona just took Jones, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jones might have a hard time because he's got to deal with St. Louis secondary, and now they also have Cowan in there. That's going to be
And also, the 49ers picked up, what's his name? Bashir Rodriguez, the former Panthers
Oh, yeah.
cornerback.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, good. That's good.
So, okay, looking at the next couple picks, Patriots are almost definitely taking Robinson. And then Titans, who would the Titans go for?
I don't know.
Expansion teams are too much of a crapshoot.
Yeah, I don't know. They might
I
just.
had them taking O-line in the draft, in my mock draft, but that was when they were the 49ers pick. They traded yesterday. So I actually don't know. They have Kareem Taylor. I don't think they'd want to go with a quarterback. The best player might be Tunch. I don't know if they have a inside linebacker.
Yeah, that might be a good pick. If I was them, I'd probably pick Trapuka, but I wouldn't. I mean, they're not gonna do that. People don't value guards that highly. It could also be. No, it's too early for the center. I was maybe one of the centers, but nah. I don't know. That could literally be anyone. I have no idea.
Did they take Harrington to pair with Kareem?
Harrington to maybe. That might not. Well, I don't know. Possibly, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly,
They,
expansion teams are so hard to
like a
predict.
running back or something. But I think there might be a reach there.
So we all agree that this is probably Ryan Robinson.
Yeah, I believe we all agree about that.
Assuming they don't fuck this up somehow or miss the time, or is Azul even
But
on? He hasn't talked in the shot block.
It is the Patriots.
He is on.
Well, it could be like, because they also have Sleuth as their GM now, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I believe Sloof is on.
The Titans have Randy Humphries, 84.
Oh, that won't be a linebacker then.
So they don't have a defensive tackle at all. So it might be.
Wallaball?
Wolma.
It could
Oh,
be that guy.
it could be Williball, yeah, actually. Defensive tackle or Carnell Meadows.
Yeah, Meadows' combine was way better.
I thought Meadows is better.
I think Meadows is better in the future, but Williball is better like the next short term. So obviously, expansion team would probably be more likely to be built for the future. So.
I actually really like Eason, but I think it would be a reach at that pick.
Well, that's yeah. I don't think Easton will. He might go at the bottom of the first. This interface is nice. This makes it so much easier for me. Like, you guys have no idea how much ridiculous amount of work it was by myself to like use the desktop and stuff. Holy shit! I could like drink and stuff now. I didn't even eat for like 3 days last time. I literally went to Wendy's like after the draft on the second day. That was the only time I ate.
Oh, God. Alright, so Patriots say they're entertaining trades, so I guess everyone's just gonna milk the clock.
So far, 4 teams have entertained trades, and none of them have went with it.
Yeah, I don't think that many teams are interested in moving up at this point. Like, everyone who wanted to move up has moved up.
There are reports that the owner of the Saints was seen fleeing the Superdome shouting, "Fuck you, Buffalo, fuck!"
So who's the biggest reach and biggest steal so far,
Oh.
Salita?
Okay, I have updated that, but I was waiting for time to mention it. So the new best steal is Robert Haynes to San Francisco, and the biggest reach is still A.J. Jefferson to Atlanta.
Interesting.
Robert Haynes significantly better deal than Sean Jenkins at 4. Gray Brown is the third location, or the third best.
After what you said, I thought Ty would be the biggest reach.
Ty is second biggest reach.
Who is your top right now? Is it Tunch?
Best available top 5 in order: Tunch Richardson, John Trapucka, the guard, Ryan Robinson, which I have labeled as the wrong school, Mike Lotta, the running back, who people hate for some reason, but that guy was amazing catching the ball the one year he was like a slot receiver, and he was really good. I don't care if he had a good O-line. He's clearly not a bad running back, although people might not value running backs high enough. And then 5th highest, I currently have Adam Newman, strong safety from Iowa State.
Oh yeah, Adam Newman had a ridiculous combine.
I gotta say, I'm surprised you have Mike Latta over Philip Moore.
Philip Moore is after Doherty's my 7th best available.
Okay.
Like I said, Doherty, I'm not really. Doherty and Moore feel very similar to me. I'm not really sure.
I think Moore had a pretty good combine. But,
Hold on, do they need help with their pick? Did I?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
They're just
Oh, never mind. I misread something. Sorry. Could Weiss end up with Mike Lotta? Is that no? Wait, who's his running back?
he has
Oh, he has Sean Cole. Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way he's gonna get rid of him. He's gonna
He
go
had-
Tunch probably.
Yeah, they're gonna go
Tunch.
Tunch.
He's gonna go Tunch.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true, yeah.
they should go Tunch there. They have a need at inside linebacker anyways.
And then we can speculate about who the Dolphins will take.
You haven't even talked about me at all. I feel disappointed.
It's gonna be Mark Harrington, that Penn State connection.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be Harrington.
I do like
Um,
myself some Mark.
I'm not 100% sure what Saluna's needs are.
I can tell you my needs straight up. I need.
Okay.
These aren't. This is just gonna be in order off the depth chart, so this doesn't mean like importance. It's wide receiver, possibly center, defensive end, outside linebacker, inside linebacker, partially cornerback, and that's it.
So it could be Tunch, could be Doherty, could be a vast amount of people.
Yeah, basically any of the like players that are up.
Okay, Patriots have 2 minutes left, and they're still entertaining
I
trades.
can give you a tip that it won't be somebody like Adam Newman because I have Dane Wilson.
Wow, thanks.
I'll help you a little bit. It might be. It could be anything from
I was projecting Newman to you.
John
Totally.
Trapucka to Gordon Kleinsasser.
Gordon Kleinsasser.
Sophos is really bragging
Trade,
on slot
trade.
Kleinsasser.
What's the trade?
I don't know. People are shouting trade in the shout box. I'm helping.
Oh, it's not for this pick. Ulysses
Who
Smith
traded?
for Buffalo's 4th, 6th, and a bunch of players that are.
Wait, that's hilarious.
Wait, what?
Because the Chiefs traded a 5th for him, and now they get a shit ton of people back. Also, 2 of those players are free agents we let go.
I
So
do
we can just-
officially declare that the Cleveland Browns have been trade raped.
It's the Buffalo Bills. What?
Yeah, the Bills traded for him. So the Bills now have 2 defensive ends. Holy crap, they traded a lot. What?
Well, I mean, they're not good players, but I don't understand this at all.
What the hell is Edmise doing over there?
And Mice is like addicted to trading, so he
Do you
like
think the-
feeds trades into his vein.
Do you think like Cleveland, like the front office is crying right now?
Wait, I don't understand why. I don't understand this, like, from any... Funny, okay, first of all, this is hilarious because it happens to the Browns in, like, an indirect way. And second of all, why did they give up 6 players for a failed defensive end?
Because they really needed a
player
player.
for him.
The pick is about to... Yeah, the pick is about to be up.
Oh, it's up. Ryan Robinson.
Ryan Robinson.
I don't know, but they took 10 minutes to pick him, but okay.
Yeah, I don't really understand. It's a good pick. I think they were entertaining trade offers, and they just never got anything that they liked.
So that's an Oklahoma State defensive end and an Oklahoma State offensive tackle drafted in the top 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you can truly say about an offensive tackle because we don't know that much, but...
Oklahoma State was surprisingly stacked last year. They were like missing weird positions to make it. I mean, they were still pretty good, but they were like missing key pieces to their like championship attempt. I just received a telegram from the San Diego Chargers owner that consists of 50 Lenny faces.
I got the same telegram.
He has clearly gone mad.
That's hilarious.
What is going on here? He's like he's Jim Irsay. Clearly drinking and taking too many meds. So Titans, okay, so let's go back serious for a little bit. So this won't be a linebacker, this won't be what else did we do? It won't be a guard? No, what did we say?
This could be another strong safety.
That would highly surprise me.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Adam Newman. Ryan Robinson at 11, so that is not pretty much exactly where projected, so good pick.
I feel like the Titans may go for Harrison. I'm gonna take a look at their roster.
Harrison?
Harrington, right? Yeah. See,
I said
think
Harrington.
I think that'd be good. Get Kareem a weapon. I mean,
Well, they signed
Tommy Furry.
Tommy Furry.
He's like not that good, but I mean he's something.
Outside of like inside linebacker, them drafting anyone or inside linebacker and quarterback, anything else would not surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, they
what do you
could
think
take
the right
inside
choice
linebacker.
Oh, picks in. It is David Doherty, outside linebacker. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really judge it, honestly. They don't have an outside linebacker except for a 65 guy.
I feel like we all have exactly the same reaction here.
It's just this guy is a really good one for everyone. Right?
I feel like it might be an alright pick, but for some reason David Doherty is just like.
It's because he didn't put up stats.
Like he's not satisfying. He's not like disappointing. He's just like whatever.
I think
he has
like
a high rating,
pick, but he's not. He's like a low
I don't think
floor, not very high ceiling guy. Maybe that's my feeling on it.
I don't think I would have taken him at 12 just because like I feel like he's like Aaron Curry was a few years ago, where like he's the safest pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the shout box is just saying meh too.
Yeah, literally Dean just said meh. And I quote meh.
They picked Punch Richardson. It's already in. So it's Miami's pick right now.
Punch is in.
All right. Welcome to Miami, Mark Harrington.
I think that's why the Lenny faces were spamming you. So.
That is now it's actually tied with Haynes for the best fall or whatever I called it.
Best value.
Best value. So this will be Miami. I'm not going to participate in this conversation for the next couple minutes, so I'm just going to mute myself.
Yeah, this is gonna be Harrington. That's my bet.
Yeah, I think probably.
Could be.
They could also take. What's his name?
Could take Sonny Beckett. Maybe that guy. That guy is like had a really good combine. I don't know what his college production was really that great. It was okay. but it was on par with Harrington, I think. So
Corey Quinn is also available here. He's the cornerback out of Oregon. He fits the zone coverage that Justin Davis does. So.
That guy had a really good combine as well. So that definitely could be it. I know they're not taking a strong safety because they have Wilson or whatever his name is. Could be defensive tackle, but I doubt it is. So
Yeah.
it's really hard to pick for Saluda at this point.
He doesn't have many holes, so it's kind of hard.
I'm going to say Corey Quinn. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I think it'd be Corey Quinn. I think that's the better choice over Harrington, but
I don't think he's going to take corner in the first round 2 years in a row.
Well, he did.
I think the other option. He did trade away. He did trade away Ron Mobley in the trade to get this pick, so he could go for Philip Moore.
Yeah, but he might be switching to a 3-4.
Yeah. Maybe he just goes for like Alex Martin in the second round or something. I just feel like it's going to be Harrington. I don't know, man.
Did anyone scout Harrington? I don't know what his private data was like at all.
I think a couple people scouted him, but I don't know.
So, what do you guys think this is the year of the rookie position? Do you think it's offensive tackle, wide receiver? What's going to be the big impact position from this draft?
Probably tackle.
Wide receiver. I think there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of both, obviously, but people will remember it more for the receivers just because they stand out more.
Yeah, I feel like it's either probably offensive tackle, but if not offensive tackle, then it would be wide receiver.
Yeah, there's the top 4 strong safeties, I think, are pretty solid, but there's not much crazy depth in odd positions. Obviously, quarterback is always going to be good.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to look at the list of positions. Like, there's a bunch of receivers and there's a bunch of offensive tackles that went to the combine. Outside of that, like, strong safety is the only other real impact position that's not quarterback. But I think we could see, like, because there's so many expansion teams, we could see like 6, 7, 8 rookies starting potentially.
Oh, the pick is in, and it's Philip Moore.
I knew it. God damn it.
Sweet, I got my target.
Yeah, I knew it the whole time. We wanted more, so I was trying to see if we could get ahead of you to get him, but no go.
That's the reason I traded up to 4. I was hoping he wouldn't go at 13, so 14 was my goal. That's why I traded up to that weird pick number.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew it the whole time. I know you too well. We've been like discussing trading up for more for a while, so there you go. I ruined our plans.
I didn't listen to you guys, so I don't know what you were talking about the last couple minutes, but I'll tell you what my other decision making was and why it took a little bit longer. The top of my board at this point, it was between Philip Moore or Corey Quinn, the cornerback from Oregon.
Yeah, that's what I said you were going to pick.
But I don't think he's worth this pick. I think he's better a little bit later. So I went with the. I don't really think Moore. You can really go bad with Moore, honestly. This seems like a pretty safe pick to me. Especially as somebody he was a Heisman finalist on Houston 2 years ago. So we'll see.
His level of competition wasn't the greatest, though.
His what?
Yep. Level of competition.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's the only
He
concern.
did have a good combine, though. So
he did have a good combine, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the Wonderlic like basically warded off all those concerns.
He should be all right. Anchors my defense, makes it a little bit younger, and I got Marcus Berry out of the trade, so.
So
yeah, fuck you.
The Seattle sandwich is coming up. They have a pick, and then Baltimore picks, and then Seattle picks again. So, any thoughts?
I have no idea.
Could they?
But-
Could they go Corey Quinn?
Oh my
No.
god.
That'd be Romulus
Oh
Jackson.
my
I don't
God.
think so.
Yeah, I think this will be Adam Newman.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. They could take Harrington. They don't have any good receivers.
So one thing to know about Matt Cohen is the first time the Rams played the Seahawks, Matt Cohen kept David Gaines off the stat sheet. The second time, he kept Walt Peck off the stat sheet. I think whatever side of the field Matt Cohen's on, we're just
He
screwed.
also
If
picked
you get
up
Corey
Nicole
Quinn,
twice.
if he gets Corey Quinn, we're in trouble, man.
Wait, what did Alien say?
I said he also picked off Nick Hall twice.
That guy's a fucking Richard Sherman clone. He's like,
No, he's like everything about him is literally Richard Sherman. I'm pretty sure his speed was like even similar. Like everything is the same.
Why does everyone
people are not happy that I took Philip Moore.
Nope.
why does everyone like or Adam Newman over Romulus Jackson?
His combine was
Jackson had-
amazing. And he
Combine
played
was
Iowa State.
Yeah, like the problem with Jackson had a good year last year, but Fresno is Fresno.
For the first time in many months, I can agree with Danger. He said, I mean, you all know he had to take someone, right? Everyone is shocked that the Dolphins got a top 15 player with a top 15 pick.
Yeah.
The one thing I can now say now that my pick's over that I felt about this draft is that there was like about 15 good players and then it drops off significantly.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, yeah. And it might be a little bit more than 15. It might be like 18. Not looking at my list.
Yeah, looking at the list I made, I think it's around like 20 or so.
Yeah, there's a couple people that are like on the edge, but then it goes down pretty quick.
So we got through 14 picks in about an hour.
Yeah, it's faster than previously, I think. Significantly faster, actually.
Yeah, we're nearly halfway through, and it's been like an hour.
Sunday is still going to be interesting. Bring popcorn. Maybe we can watch some movies on Hangout. I'll bring Lord of the Rings.
I can't wait to see the salt. The salt over day 3 picks.
I'm like out of it now because I wasn't here for 10 minutes while I was picking, so I'm like out of the loop. Did you talk about Seattle or Baltimore? Baltimore is going to be a defensive tackle.
I don't know. I think Baltimore needs secondary because they already have Sammy Muhammad, but they have no safeties at all.
I don't even think he has a defensive tackle. I literally think he has no defensive tackle.
Yeah, he got rid of Terry Hill in that trade for Baron Anthony.
Why? Okay, the shout box is full of I hate Matt Cowan. God, Cowan is the worst. Fuck Cowan.
Yeah, but that's from division rivals.
Tabor forgot about the draft. Why am I not surprised?
So the Giants are interested in moving up in the second round. Notorious is asking for PMs.
Don't they have 2 first-round picks? Yeah, they do.
He was trying to get a third first-round pick, but no one was going to give up another first-round pick to them
I actually was
without.
in negotiations with him, but he never responded. So.
Yeah, the Ravens do have a defensive tackle. It's
What is he?
74, John
Yeah,
Griffin.
that's pretty bad.
I mean, I've talked to Rome a little bit, and based on what I could gather, I think he would go with Carnell Meadows. That would be my guess.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
either
think the
Meadows
Seahawks
or
are gonna
Wallabaugh. Assuming that Seahawks... Did the Seahawks need a defensive tackle?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the Seahawks
Possible.
need, I think they're going to go strong safety and wide receiver for their 2 picks.
They could take
One of the strong
Romulus.
safeties and then Sonny Beckett or Mark Harrington. One of
Oh
those
yeah.
guys.
What about the Rome and Romulus?
Man. I don't know.
The Seahawks, I mean, I think this is a good spot for Harrington here, but I don't know if they want to take him ahead of the Ravens. They have a decent enough strong safety who's 77, and they don't have a second corner, so I guess it could be Quinn.
Let me look at my board since I haven't looked at this recently. My top available players are Trapucka, the guard, Mike Lotta, Adam Newman, Wesley Dawkins, the tackle from Michigan, and Sonny Beckett, the wide receiver from Michigan or from Miami.
Beckett had like a 19 yards per catch last year.
Yeah, and his combine was good. Problem with that is I don't know if he's just like a combine warrior kind of player.
He also had Paul Davenport throwing it to him, and I don't know. Most of us are pretty excited about Paul Davenport coming up next season.
Paul Davenport has been. It feels like he's been here for literally for the whole time. Like, I think he started as like a redshirt freshman or something the first year. He's literally been around the entire time.
He was probably a true freshman the first year.
And then he was redshirted, yeah, the first season I think, because the quarterback was Ontario.
Oh yeah. Classic.
Wow, we've gotten far enough away from 2013 that thinking of Ontario as a Miami Hurricane is weird.
Yeah, now I just think of him as a Pro Bowl quarterback.
I think of him as a free agent.
Well, he's not anymore.
No.
He was only a free agent because he rejected our offer.
Seahawks are taking their sweet ass time. They got 1.5 minutes left.
I think they want to trade.
Is Lambeau on?
Also,
Or
I
is it
just
Tuscan
noticed this.
Soda now?
Writing waffle is.
Okay.
Also, I just noticed this from the GM chat, but just like there's the Jumbo Jets thing, there's also now Pitt Panther.
Wait, I don't get it. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of lame, but we're running out of talking points.
Whatever. Wait, can you give me a link to that GM chat thing?
It's just I think it's like web chat. I'll put it in the chat box.
It's in the sidebar, I think.
Oh, never mind. I found it.
Yeah, TCTY status.
Well, that's already off the page.
You can look at all of them if you hit view all.
Yeah, if you hit view all, but yeah. Just that it wouldn't be the first thing you see. All right, Seahawks picked. They took Corey Quinn.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Honestly, I think that's a bad pick. They have a lot of needs, and
Well, they did need a number 2, but this reminds me of Carolina a couple years ago when they took in the same draft Bashir and Tennessee, and that didn't really work out.
I mean,
So there haven't been any trades yet.
I don't know. I think Corey Quinn is really good. So this is gonna be a scary team to face if you're a passing team, but we probably run all over them. So we'll see.
They do have that guy from community college. What's his name? Malcolm Douglas Scott.
he's good. The linebacker.
MDS.
Their defense is going to be amazing.
And they have
And they
Alex
have Xander Williams and Fred Tyndall.
Do you think
Man.
they have a shot at the playoffs?
I think they have a shot at the division.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I mean the
They're
only
built to destroy Peck and Murphy. So.
I don't think the 49ers are anywhere near as good as the Seahawks, and I think the other team is an expansion team, the Cardinals. So I think the Seahawks could definitely make the playoff run.
I think Todd Lester's just super inconsistent. Like, he had one game against the New Orleans Saints where he had over 300 all-purpose yards and a couple touchdowns, and then other times he's just total garbage. So if they can work that out, whatever it is, they might be better. But I still think the Seahawks might win the division, honestly.
I don't. Maybe. I need to
Sometimes
look at
it
their
just,
team.
I mean, sometimes it comes down to like just random division games. So if they match up with you well, then theoretically that could happen.
Yeah, if Cohen does what he did to Peck and Gaines again this year, I mean, it's going to be rough for us. Then again, they have a new quarterback in Xander Williams, and Seattle's offensive line is nothing like Cleveland's, so maybe that's to our favor. I wouldn't know.
Where did they get this first? Oh, they got it from Green Bay. This pick.
They got it last year. They traded their first last year for a first this year.
And they picked some terrible cornerback, Green Bay. So could
Oh, yeah, I
they
remember
picked,
that.
They picked Mance. What's his name? Matthews.
And Antonio Birch.
Oh, Antonio Birch, right. Mance Matthews is a pretty good guy.
Fun fact: a corner we picked in the 4th round last year is a higher overall than Birch right now.
Ouch.
When my rookie cornerback article, Birch was by far the worst.
Yeah.
What is his overall right now? Is it like 80?
It's an 80.
81, I think.
81,
Oh,
I think, yeah.
Oh god.
And he didn't progress at all.
He progressed like +1, I think.
That's terrible.
So Baltimore, I'm not sure why this is taking so long. I would have expected this would be a pretty quick one.
Maybe he's entertaining trade offers. It's possible.
Maybe.
I think it's going to be Adam Newman right here.
No, I think it'll be one of the defensive tackles. I don't know which one though.
They're going to take Meadows. I've talked to Rome. He likes Meadows more than Walbaugh,
Okay.
which is fair enough. I think that's a good call.
My shitty
I don't know
cornerback,
if that's
Will McMillan, is
true,
an
but
83.
worth a shot, I guess.
No, he didn't even make a stat sheet last year except that he blocked a field goal.
Oh,
no.
there's some password issues for Baltimore. That's what's taking so long. Oh, there it is. Adam Newman.
What?
So they did take Newman.
I think that's not a good pick. I don't think it's a good pick.
You don't like Newman? Like, is he a combine
No, I
warrior
just-
type guy?
This feels exactly like what the Ravens did last year. I don't think it's a good pick. And I don't think it fits the team. Like I just don't like it.
I think it's a okay pick. It's a guy to back up Sammy Muhammad, who I think is pretty good.
It's not a reach, but I don't know. It's not.
Not a reach, but it's not a value either.
It's not important enough when you have other big holes like that on your team to fill. I think anything like literally, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, they need
This is my least favorite pick so far.
they need a ton of help in the front seven. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you can't, especially like against Blackman and Don Williams. I don't.
Well, they do have another first-round pick, so maybe they feel they can get a quality defensive player still at the next one.
I don't think it'll be more. I think Meadows and Wollerball will be gone.
Seattle's
That's
up
possible.
again.
I think Seattle wants to get rid of this pick, but I don't know if anyone wants it.
If Rome ends up getting some D-line, defensive end or defensive tackle at 31, that's good, and I think it's all right and salvageable. But if he doesn't, then I think this is a wasted pick.
Poor Danger.
What's Danger doing?
Watch
Oh,
the,
Danger just really wanted Newman.
Watch the Seahawks take like Lauren Christensen here. They'll just have like losing players and nothing else.
My
Stack
God.
quarterbacks.
LC in the slot.
Can never have enough cornerbacks.
He'll get a redshirt year in Seattle.
Right, yeah, right. Too. We'll only pay him $4 million. Seattle's gonna have like a quarter of their cap in cornerback.
NFLHC is a passing league.
Corey Quinn will end up on the Eagles and get overpaid by $40 million.
That's funny.
So Seattle,
Yeah.
okay. So this might be Wollabah or Carnell Meadows, I think.
I don't know if Newman's is like anywhere close to Sauter in terms of like skill.
By the
I
way,
think it might be-
I've been scanning through all the mocks. Like they're just so wrong. Like all of them.
I think it might be TJ Brum right here because the Seahawks don't have a center at all. They started an offensive tackle at center all year, I think.
Though.
Yeah, that might.
I think
drop
with
him.
a center, it doesn't matter as much just because there's not that many centers.
Mhm. And he's clearly, he's like the best center by 2 points overall. I'm not really sure what else. Like his combine was about the same as the other two guys, a little bit better, honestly.
But the injury, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't really. Centers are like so wishy-washy that I'm not sure. I think you could spend a later pick on a center and be all right in most cases, except people like Enoch Dickinson, who was like clearly worth 12 or whatever they picked him up.
Yeah. Why don't more offensive linemen make the Pro Bowl on this sim? Like, I feel like in real life, isn't it normally 2 centers? I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I think there's just no backups on the line in the sim. There's backups everywhere else, except for like kicker.
So do you guys think Seattle's going to take Meadows or Wallabaugh here?
I feel like they gotta invest in their offense a little bit.
They have a pretty good offensive tackle already, though, in Walter Adair. out of Army.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
What about the
Yeah.
guard, Trapaka? I think at this point, whoever takes Trapaka will be the new best value.
Yeah, Trapaka would be good. I think they could go for Harrington as well.
No, he wouldn't be the best value yet, but he's getting close.
Yeah, they could use a receiver for Xander. Harrington would be pretty good here.
I think receivers are still a little early for the next batch.
Yeah, but I don't know if Seattle has another pick for a while, so if they want one, they may just have to go for it.
Maybe. Do they have a second? They do. The next pick is 49.
They do have a second.
Yeah, 49.
Yeah, so it could be an offensive tackle, but they do have a good one already. Maybe they take. I'm just trying to see who's available. Like I don't see all that many people who would make sense here. They could take Romulus Jackson.
Yeah, maybe. What about? Yeah, I think it might be Romulus.
I feel like there's like a questionable amount of like players here that make sense. Like this is the beginning of like you can take players that aren't necessarily in that elite group. And I guess that started with Quinn.
This is roughly where it's starting. Yeah, where I agree with. I'm not really sure at this point with skill level.
I think they're going for wide receiver. I think their biggest need at this point.
Could be. I think people will take Harrington over Beckett.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't have Harrington ranked for like a long time from now.
Why?
I don't think he's that good.
Because you want him in the second round?
No, I don't think he's that good. He was like, I was kind of disappointed with him at Penn State, honestly. Like all my other wide receivers caught basically just as much as he did.
Well, didn't he? He also brings value in the return game.
Yeah, I don't really consider the return game part of the. Like you don't draft for return game usually.
Unless you're.
Well, like guys can launch up based on being good at returns.
I
like
have
Percy
ranked
Harvin.
at 26, and I stand by that.
Well, that's not terrible to take here if you want a receiver.
10 picks lower than where we are.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you like him, then what the hell?
I mean, the Saints don't have a pick for a while, so yeah, I suppose. The Giants are shopping their free safety Alex Collins.
It feels like they trade their safeties like all the time. Like them and the Bengals.
I don't understand.
Yeah, didn't they have Stephen Elliott just like 2 seasons ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, but to be
anymore.
fair,
They get moved around so much, I'm not even sure.
they traded Elliott for like the 7th overall pick.
Dean in all caps. Harrington is Ulysses 2.0. Do not draft.
Trust me, you will regret it.
I know my Nittany Lions.
And like Harrington's gonna fall to like the 3rd round now.
I think he's still probably like a lower first round talent, but I don't know.
Conveniently where you have the pick.
I swear to God, I will not. If I draft him, I don't know. You can tell me to do anything. I'll trade you Brian Brown.
Okay.
For a Chick-fil-A bacon sandwich. I don't know.
I saw what you did with Moore. You can't fool me again.
So Luna's gonna get that punter Brian Brown and then trade him away.
It's John
Trapaka.
Yeah, this is a good pick.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So they didn't.
So anyone who needs a guard is fucked now.
Yeah, basically.
Screw you if
So
you need
all
a
the
guard.
expansion teams, because nobody drafts guards in the expansion draft.
We lost 2 guards in the expansion draft, and one of them was 75 overall.
So updated top 5 available on my board are Mike Lotta. Oh, I forgot to check off Adam Newman. Mike Lotta, Wesley Dawkins, Sonny Beckett, Carnell Meadows, and T.J. Brum.
I feel like what's his name? Mike Lotta is going to be there forever.
Probably until the 2nd, or maybe late first. He'll be good value, I think, whenever he falls to whoever he falls.
Any chance Jacksonville takes him at 20? They've had their running back problems.
It's possible.
I don't think
I think-
so. They want Buzz.
I think a lot of people want to take Buzz as like a quote-unquote value guy.
Yeah, I mean, if Jacksonville doesn't take him, Mike
Don't they
Lotta's
have?
gonna fall pretty
Don't they
far.
have another? They have another Lotta at running back. What's an Ed Lotta?
Yeah, Ed Lotta.
So maybe not.
What is with all these like family connections?
I think it's just like, I think it happens in the real NFL too. It's just not with. It's like the normal names. It's just because they have an even distribution in our name generation.
Like it's bound to happen at some point.
It should be like, to make up for it, instead of having one Johnson in the like generation thing, it should just be like 10 Johnsons submitted so that you'd get like a million of them. Because like if you've noticed, we don't have like Jackson, Johnson, all those names are like rare.
I mean, we have a decent amount of them.
Not that like not as many as
Not
it
as
should.
many as real life. Sure, but like if you like, I control F'd in like the 2016 stats, and that doesn't show like linemen and punters and whatever. And I think Johnson had like 73 hits.
Who was I just talking about? Because Neo said, "Damn it, you're talking up the guy the Saints want."
Probably Tripolka, maybe.
Who?
The guard that just went Tripolka.
Oh, Tripolka. No, I think he. I was just talking about someone, and that's what Neo was referencing. Lada, maybe? Do they want Lada?
Yeah, could be.
Oh, the pick is in. It's Mark Harrington.
Interesting. Although I guess that makes sense because they
Don't
did
like
need a
it.
receiver.
The Giants
Don't
replacing
like
Matt
it.
Christian with Mark Harrington. How do you feel about that, Saluna?
Don't like it. Good luck on your shitty season, Giants.
You guys, Kotar needs a
That
target,
team
okay?
is a fucking disaster. They traded Wheeler. Oh my god, I don't even. You're sorry. You're like done.
I had
That is now my new biggest reach.
I had Mark Harrington as my sixth receiver.
I have
Sixth.
I have 3 more receivers that I had ranked higher than Mark Harrington.
Yeah, me too. 3 more.
Yep. I'll tell you who they are really quick. It was Beckett, Lewis, and Kleinsasser.
Yeah, I think Klein Saucer is going to be really good.
I had Mac instead of Lewis.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Good luck. He's yours now.
Sad face in the shout box.
All right, so Broncos are up. They have like every single need in the history of the world.
Is it crazy
Except
that
running back?
the Twins both seem to keep messing up their picks?
It's genetic to be shit in sports. Clearly demonstrated here.
I think this could be. Do they have a center? This could be Brum.
I think the right decision is just get offensive linemen right here. I mean, they're just going to pound the ball.
Honestly, if you don't know what to take, just take like best available.
Well, because the other thing is, last draft they spent their top 2 picks on an offensive lineman, so I don't know if they want to do that again.
I don't
Is
know.
it
I mean-
is it the Sam and Laser Cats now? Last year was like LDO and double. So
Yeah, that's true, but at the
Oh,
same
yeah,
time,
it's a
like,
completely
that
different-
doesn't
good
change
about
the
that.
facts of what happened.
Is nobody on the Broncos anymore from last year?
No.
Nope.
No, they sold it. They were like, this team sucks balls. We want to start over.
The thing that's absurd to me is that the Vikings have broken apart. Like only one of the original Vikings is still there, and they won the first Super Bowl.
It seems like the same with the Falcons. So a lot of I'm the only one that has won a Super Bowl, is still on the same team, like with the same people. I'm with myself. I'm schizo.
Me, myself, and I.
I like to hug myself when I win.
I think this could be. I mean, this could be almost anything, but I would say it's either defensive tackle.
It wouldn't surprise me if they took
outside
what's his name.
linebacker.
They could take Lauren Christensen. I think this is the part where like teams might start taking a risk on him.
They have 380 overall cornerbacks, though.
Oh wow, really?
Really?
Yeah,
yes,
they,
I don't think cornerback's a need for them.
I didn't realize that.
they also have a good strong safety, so they need a defensive line.
They need an offensive tackle
Their
pretty
defensive
badly.
tackles, A.B. Todd and Jim Hostetler, who are both like.
Yeah, This is probably either an offensive or defensive tackle.
Wesley Dawkins.
Yeah, their
Is that the
tackle
pick?
situation isn't good, but they do. Oh, did they pick already?
No. I thought Saluna said that they picked him. No,
Oh,
they
no,
didn't
so
pick.
sorry. I was just suggesting.
Oh,
Yeah. I feel like Meadows, Walbaugh, Tomlinson, Dawkins all would be.
It could be outside linebacker. They don't have.
Is there value in outside
They were
linebacker at this point?
They were trying to sign that one.
Yeah, Morris Millen.
They tried really hard to sign him, but they
So
didn't get him.
could they take like who's the next best one? Could they take
Davey.
Lee
Didn't he
Davey?
have no stats though, didn't he?
Yeah, he's the no stats guy.
Yeah, but there was another 5'5" outside linebacker above him at Minnesota, so that could be part of it.
It's true. I don't even think he started.
Well, I'm pretty sure like every scheme starts 2 outside linebackers,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
you
you
probably should
rotate him
start
and
it.
stuff, but you wouldn't get enough to be in the top 3 stats. Or whatever.
Okay. So it could be not his fault.
I mean, it might not be his fault, but still, I'd be wary of taking somebody who you don't know a lot about.
Had no stats in the
At
first round.
at least in the first round. I think it'd be alright to take him like early second.
I mean, he's an 80 overall, so he can't be that bad. Well,
Well,
I guess there have been 80 overalls that have been that bad, like Ulysses Smith.
Dennis Nyland.
Is Dennis Nyland that bad?
I don't know, dude, but I legitimately, I was looking at the draft earlier, and I had not heard that name since the last draft. So, and I'm the fucking person who puts in all this depth chart and shit. I literally couldn't even remember. Let me look. See what his stats were last year.
I feel like he had like 2 sacks or
22
something.
tackles for 2 sacks. And
Yeah, because I feel like I would have made fun of him more if he like.
I mean, that's
had no
pretty bad
sacks.
for a 4th overall pick that you traded up for getting.
Yeah, but like sacks last year were just down across the board for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think it's because of the better O-lines. There was a lot of O-lines drafted.
Think
Oh,
so?
so trade? Oh, you go
Is
ahead.
there a trade?
Yeah, there's a trade. Cleveland Browns, 2nd round, and 3rd round for the Kansas City Chiefs, 2nd round.
Wait, so that's not related at all?
That's not related at all. I thought you meant for this pick.
Nah.
Wait, Chiefs again?
Mimsy needs to trade.
Enmise is on fucking trade crack.
When has he not been?
What the like, seriously, you have like half. You and the Saints are like 2/3 of our trades. And the Bengals and Giants trading safeties is the other third.
Okay, what do you think about that Jim Sizemore trade? Because I always poke fun at Danger for
I think
it,
it's
so I'm
bad mostly
curious.
for the contract situation, not the player.
The 4-year, $40 million contract.
So is that on the trade board now? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, he proposed.
Is it
on the
up?
trade board.
Oh, cool.
As far as I'm concerned, if it's not on the trade board, it's not official.
Wait, so they trade. Wait, what am I reading? So the Browns traded up 13 spots to a random spot in the middle of the second. Okay.
I don't understand why people do this.
Why are
I really
people
don't.
beating Nenmise?
And Mice thinks this is like fantasy football, where like he can just keep moving parts.
Can somebody, any of you guys in the shout box, answer to me why you trade up without like? I'm sure you have a plan, but it's still 20 picks away before we even
Denver's
get close to
picked
it.
Gary Tomlinson.
That's a good pick.
tackle.
He's
Is this
actually
again?
he's only my third best available. And it's gonna be probably the biggest reach so far, but I'm not gonna be too mean about it because it's O-line. You can't really.
Yeah, he's a run-blocking offensive tackle. He's the best one rated there. I think it's a good pick for Rambo.
He is yes, he's the biggest reach now, but that's fine. I think it's acceptable. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. I had him ranked at 29, just for information.
So who did the Saints, no, or the Jags take right here?
O-line.
Oh yeah, they're missing another offensive tackle. They traded a man.
I thought they were good after the last draft. They did a lot of O-line, but then they traded away. I don't know.
They just need to keep Alan Taylor up. Like if they can do that, they're a playoff team.
I think their whole team is dependent on Alan Taylor. So this is, by the way, this will be UBL's pick. This is his first draft, so
That
this
should
is
be
no
interesting.
longer Tabor.
I mean, Tabor's still the owner, but yeah.
By the way, the Broncos taking Tomlinson ruined my dream of building the Wisconsin offense in the NFL. I'm mostly kidding, but we have like 3 Wisconsin players starting already.
Well, you have Uyghur.
We drafted a guy in the 3rd round last year too, from Wisconsin. But yeah,
Tabor just said, "quote son of a bitch." So I guess they wanted Gary Tomlinson, so it looks like this is going to be O-line.
Good job, Denver.
How's Jacksonville's center situation? Is it time for Brum?
I think they drafted a center last year.
I think they did, yeah. Best available, let's do my top 10 by request. Mike Latta, Wesley Dawkins, Sonny Beckett, Carnell Meadows, TJ Brum, Mike Woolabaugh, Alex Martin, Glenn Boyd, and Tony Huff are my next 10.
Tony Huff.
Tony Huff?
Tony Huff.
Really?
From the Bulldogs.
I actually don't like that guy at all, but
He's the only center I would consider consider a top talent in this draft.
you mean tight end?
Yeah, sorry. My brains are like fucked because of all these numbers and shit. This is like an accounting class that's 20 hours long.
There's only 4 tight ends above 75.
Yeah.
Man.
There are some good project late ones though.
Oh, so here you know, guys. Draft a tight end late.
Well, people do that every year anyway because nobody drafts tight ends.
Yeah, tight ends always fall unless their name is Danny Patrick.
So let's see who's upcoming. So we're on the Jaguars, Saints, Vikings with their first pick, Cowboys, Jets, Steelers. Lots of interesting new picks coming up. We are rapidly approaching the end of day one, and we're only at an hour and a half, so this is looking pretty good. And it'll go faster because this is 10-minute picks. Remember, so.
Day 3 is gonna be crazy with.
It's
rounds
not actually.
4 through.
So if you're not a person who was here the very first draft, the day we did 9 rounds, you're never allowed to bitch again.
Oh God! Don't even remind me.
It was
Don't
like
even remind me.
it was like 12 hours. Like I don't remember exactly what the times were, but I swear to God, it was like midnight to 11 p.m. or something. UBL, A, no pressure. A, Lamau. Shout out to Weiss. Lenny face spam incoming.
So much Lenny face.
Weiss loves Lenny face and A, Lamau.
So what's your updated top 5? Or top players or whatever it is?
I just read the top 10.
Did you? Sorry, I'm like in between 3
updated
things
top
because I'm
10.
picks coming up.
Mike Latta, Wesley Dawkins, Sonny Beckett, Carnell Meadows, TJ Brum, Wollabaugh, Martin, Boyd, Huff. Fun fact, according to Sophos, in 3/4 of the drafts, the Detroit Lions' first pick has been O-line, and the one it wasn't was Keyshawn.
Interesting. Yeah, I was looking through the past drafts, and every single draft, and I don't know how often this happens in the NFL, but in every single draft we've had, the majority of first-round picks have been traded.
It's actually looking at the last couple of years in the NFL. It's actually been not the majority, probably. We trade a little bit more, but they do trade quite a bit. This year was like a weird exception.
This year, the draft, like the real draft, was weird because no one was trading.
There was like no trading at all, and it went really fast. Okay, Jacksonville's taking their time.
I think they have trade offers,
Yeah,
slash they're taking them.
Sounds like. Can you see the proposed trades? No. Yeah.
No, of course you can't.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
You
Actually.
can.
Can you really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Everyone can see them because you got to confirm them the same way you do draft picks, which isn't. There's not like a login thing, so.
Huh.
Yeah, I could see the Jags trying to trade back since Tomlinson was just taken. Feel like that was their guy.
Yeah, I think so too, considering what Tabor said.
Yeah, it's clearly they go.
I still think like Laurent Christensen is going to be not even surprised
That
anymore
guy
because he got
is
hyped
gonna
up to
be
it.
really overdrafted.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
I don't know. Everything about him except the overall screams that he's pretty good.
Yeah, I think
I have
LC
him.
is going to be really good.
He's my second best available corner, behind Michael Barber from Florida State.
Okay, so there's another Penn State player that he doesn't like. Avoid.
Maury Gregg?
Oh, he's right after Lord Christensen. Password not
Email.
working for the
Password not
Jaguars.
working.
Alarm, alarm, alarm. Spiral.
We forgot our password.
Yeah, aka
Yeah.
the interface is broken, aka we forgot our password.
Guys, the interface broke. It's not letting me enter the wrong password.
Next draft, everybody who claims the interface is broken will get a free copy of the Idiot's Guide to Using Your Computer.
Oh, good.
Are we saying their password, Alien, or? What was I gonna say? Oh, so when do you? Let's talk about this. My best available quarterbacks are McCready, Laurie Johnson, and Robert Martin. My next three. What do you think? Any of those people go? Do you think McCready goes in the second or third? I don't know how many people need quarterbacks at this point.
I think we may not see the next one go to the third.
Yeah, I agree. I think we might only see like 2 or 3 more go for until maybe like the 7th, where people will just take flyers on people.
I really like Lawyer Johnson. I thought he had a really good combine.
I
He
think
might
Johnson's
go.
the only one who could go in the second.
Yeah, he might go early second to an expansion team that doesn't have a QB already.
Could be the Bills.
I think McCready's better.
They didn't take.
I think-
a QB now.
I think McCready is Harold Simmons 2.0.
Pick is in.
He needs that offensive line.
The pick
Who
is
is it?
Glenn Boyd, offensive tackle, Florida State. This is the guy. It's my second best available tackle. Why are people passing on Wesley Dawkins so much? Do you have a bad
Owen went
combine?
to his birthday party.
Stop using that as the example for everything.
Glenn Boyd had a really good combine, I think. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's
So
the
no
last-
one went to his birthday party.
I think I forgot to. Shut up. Oh shit! I forgot to enter somebody into my reach calculator. 18, 17 was Trapuka. Oh, okay, I fixed it. Okay, that was a slight reach, I think, but not majorly.
Although, actually, I'm looking at it. Dawkins actually did slightly better than Boyd
Okay,
and everything.
Whatever.
So
That's
maybe
why I probably have him above him.
Boyd is 6'6", whereas Dawkins is 6'2".
You
Boyd
yell
was
announces to everyone he's going to bed. It's late for young boys.
Boyd was like the third best player on his own offensive line last year. Because I think there were 2 All-Americans from Florida State, and neither were him.
Is this the first team with 2 picks? Oh no, Seattle.
Yeah.
So it's the
So what do you think the
same-
Saints take?
So
I'm gonna stop saying
defensive
Dawkins.
end,
'Cause I think Dawkins killed a man
I
there.
think they should take Dawkins, but they're going to take Brett Bailey.
They could take a defensive tackle. I don't know if they have a good defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think this
do
should be
have-
Dawkins.
They have Jeremy Miller.
Yeah, they have Jeremy Miller.
They could use a pairing. I don't know. They could take Romulus Jackson if they don't have a good strong safety.
Well, like I said, they traded their defensive end to get to 4. So
Is Brett? I feel like Brett Bailey's not that bad, but is also probably a reach.
yeah, I have him listed at. He's not out for a while.
So maybe he is a bit of a reach.
Oh yeah, I actually have him pretty low. Holy shit! What is that?
Someone's drilling a hole in their laptop.
Is that a cat purring?
I think that was me cracking my knuckles.
No.
Oh my gosh.
If that's
Was
the
it actually?
noise that your knuckles make when they're being cracked, you might need to go to the doctor.
Well, apparently I have arthritis.
No,
Sounds like a
dude,
machine
it
gun.
was- it sounded like a cat purring, or like a drill, yeah. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna.
I mean, my cat is not in my room, so it's definitely not that.
Well, maybe it's purring through the wall. I don't know.
Saints seem to be in trade talks with the Texans. That might be why it's taking so long.
I don't think so.
And they just
He only
started-
asked- He just asked where is the New Orleans GM, but there's literally no one from New Orleans in the GM chat.
Of course, Saints. Well, that's actually kind of weird because they love trading so much. Quote of
I
the
think-
minute: time lol Browns.
Wait, did the Browns have another pick?
I don't know. I think it's just
Oh,
lol
this
Browns
was-
is trending currently for no reason
Oh,
in particular.
seriously? That's hilarious.
CFBHC official Twitter lol Browns trending pick. Or trending.
So, guys, what's your favorite
You
and
guys
least
see
favorite
this
pick so
trade?
far?
First,
Everyone else.
Trade.
What's the
Quinn
trade?
Bowman to Green Bay for
Didn't we just talk
Two
about this guy getting
fourth-round
traded?
picks and a 7.
Yeah, he did get traded. Oh wow, that's like nothing for him. 2 fourths and a 7th.
Why is this guy getting shuffled around?
Because fuck him.
Wow, that's actually. I feel like it's kind of a lot, actually. Like, that's 3 players. Well, I guess the 7th round pick is like a 69. Nah, I guess it's fine.
I think it makes sense for both, kind of. Like, Pitt just needs more players.
This is also an unrelated trade that just happens to happen during the draft.
Yeah, I like how all the trades that have happened have literally nothing to do with what's happening now. They took Wesley.
Doesn't
They took
even
Wesley
happen during the
Dawkins.
draft. Pick is
They
in.
took Wesley Dawkins.
Oh, okay, good.
It's a good pick. Good pick. I like him over a defensive end.
That is the biggest reach so far. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what if you were just fooling us the entire time?
Yeah, I've been lying. He was a 3rd round talent. He is actually one of the. He's the 4th best value, tied with Sean Jenkins.
All right,
So
Minnesota's
they got
up.
the most value for 2 of their picks.
What?
They also took Sean Jenkins.
Oh yeah, it's true. So they got 2 good value picks. That's good.
Good for them.
Biggest reaches so far in order: Gary Tomlinson, Mark Harrington, AJ Jefferson.
Surprised that Jefferson's still up there at
Oh,
this
the
point.
pick for Minnesota is already in. They picked Sonny Beckett, wide receiver.
They actually did need a wide receiver, so the only problem with this, like I said before, is I'm not really sure if this guy. Like, I think this guy would have been better off to be a 2nd wide receiver somewhere, but I think he's going to be there. Well, I guess he'll be behind Mark Walker, but Mark Walker's not very good. So I don't
The
know.
only thing I'm not sure about is what's his name, the quarterback there.
Mordell?
Yeah, is Vardell the kind of guy who can throw deep?
Yeah, I don't know. That might be a part of the problem, actually.
I feel like he's he's really efficient, but I don't know if he's like. the kind
Sonny Beckett tied in value with Sean Jenkins and Wesley Dawkins.
All right, so Dallas, then New York Jets, Pittsburgh.
So,
Dallas.
What do you guys think is gonna
Boyer
happen?
Johnson. Or
wait, really?
no, I don't know.
Maybe another
well, it's
offensive
not-
tackle.
All right, let's look at my top. It's not Mike Latta because they have Vaughn. Cardell Meadows. I think they might actually need a defensive tackle. I'm actually kind of surprised that Meadows has fallen this far. Honestly, it looks like the defensive tackles are the position that's sliding, which might be to the benefit of Baltimore at 31. Could this be Alex Martin? Do they need a? Oh no, they have what's his name? Never mind.
I feel like this would be a bit early for Martin.
I don't. The rest of the top players are centers and tight ends, so I don't know. This I don't legitimately. Somebody look at the roster and see if they need a defensive tackle. I think it might be Meadows.
I think they have. Don't they have Bowers?
Oh, he's not great, but he's like all right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I literally have no idea. It's not Mike Latta. It's
Wait,
not.
so
They don't
wait,
need
so
an
what was
O-line.
your?
My best available?
Yeah, because you were starting to read from it. I thought.
Latta, Meadows, Brum, Wallabaugh, Martin, Huff, Tediak, or whatever the hell his name is, Kleinsasser, and McCready.
They could use a wide receiver. It could be
I think
Kleinsasser.
this is too early for
They
Kleinsasser.
need a defensive end really badly. They only have one on the roster, and it's 73.
Oh yeah.
I thought that guy made the Pro Bowl, though, Davis.
No, it's Gregory Archer.
Who is Joey Davis?
He must have gotten taken an expansion draft or something. Or they
Oh
traded
yeah,
him.
Joey Davis. He was like surprisingly decent for a low overall guy.
They also need a corner. and a strong safety. So this could be Ramius Jackson.
Okay, so the trade is confirmed. Bowman for the 2 fourths and a 7. What do you think about that?
Rabbit just said, "Hey guys, please talk about the trade," but we just talked about it for like 3 minutes. Wait, and then Jumbo asked us about the trade again, even though we just talked about it.
No, I'm saying it was confirmed.
I know, but we already talked about the picks.
Okay, so I'm like,
Sophos would like to make it known, lol, Green Bay. So,
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I have to go do something real quick. Be right back.
go turn off your vibrator and clean your fish tank or whatever the hell's going on in your noise background. Dallas. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go with Romulus Jackson or Michael Barber.
Yeah, they need a strong safety. I think Romulus is a good pick here. Romulus, I was hoping he had a better combine and could go up against Brandon Sauter just in case like the Lions picked Sauter there. We wouldn't look stupid taking Jackson.
Who is Death CPO on? He said, quote, "This draft isn't even fun. Fuck this game."
he wanted Sonny Beckett because he said something about breaking Sonny's little legs.
Sonny, it's like a grandpa talking about his grandson. Dallas. Then it's the Jets, so I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about that because it's Jumbo. You're probably hoping to get like Michael Latta or something. No,
Yeah, totally. We want a running back so bad. So bad.
you don't have one. Oh no, you have a Carano. I was
They're
confused
gonna get
Carano
Lawyer.
and Chad Dess for some reason. Yeah, Lawyer Johnson. Go
The
all the
double
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin QB.
Run
We'll give you
switch
Murphy.
it up every game. Invest heavily in the chemistry thing as the owner, and then just switch it up every game.
So they took Romulus. We're on the clock. I'm gonna go away and.
Well, thanks for making that Dallas pick so fucking not important sounding.
Wow.
They took
Oh.
Romulus, quote.
Romulus had 7 interceptions last season, but if I
had
remember
him-
correctly, 3 of them came against BYU and
He
Adams.
had more than he should have. I had him ranked at 35, so this will be the biggest reach, I believe. I'm not really that big of I don't know. He's a strong safeties. I feel similarly to how I felt about Tomlinson with this pick. It's alright, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that get mentioned
it's-
in Player of
it's-
the Week just because he beats up on bad teams.
It's now the biggest reach. I think this is probably comparable to the Harrington pick at this point.
What's the
As
biggest
for
deal
making
so far?
weird noises, I feel like they got somebody that they wanted. Like Jumbo's like snuffing and making weird. fucking
Yeah, because it's like 4.
Oh god, I
Alright,
can't even talk. The
I missed
Cowboys picked Romulus Jackson. It's now
Yeah.
my biggest reach.
Is it?
Yeah.
I actually liked him. I had him
he
as
had-
a strong
I
safety.
don't think he's like he had 3 interceptions in one game. I don't know. I said I feel similarly to how I feel about Tomlinson, where like it's technically a reach, but I think it's kind of alright.
Well, I like the pick. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I mean it's like I don't like the pick, but I think it's decent.
Will Jumbo go get Lauren Christensen? He seems
Jumbo's
pretty
been
high on
making
LC.
animal noises since it's been their turn to pick, so I'm expecting that they're like circle jerking each other or something in the Jets camp.
Oh God.
Please be Mike Latta. I want to watch the world burn.
That'd be crazy. If Corona, they're gonna run triple option or something with fucking Uyghur.
Weird.
my
like
God.
the worst quarterback to do that with.
Please,
You
Uyghur.
could have done that with TBQOS. Seriously, the noises coming from Jumbo's microphone are scaring me.
There's also like insects around here and everything, so
When are you coming back to the United States of America?
in like a month.
Oh, okay. Fun fact from Bubata: Philip Moore is the second player from the AAC to be drafted in the first round. The first, Brian Brown. Fucking amazing.
Stupid Dolphins.
I am become AAC incarnate. I'm like the all AAC team that Oblivious never does.
Oh man.
Shots fired.
Dumbo, what are you guys doing?
We're getting trade offers and stuff like that, so I'm like in between.
Oh, okay, I had that too. All right, let me look at the Jets roster, assuming it's updated.
Is
Jets roster. So let's look at the top available players and then compare. Obviously, not Mike Latta. They might need a center, TJ Brum. They don't really need a defensive tackle. They have a 76 as their second. Alex Martin. Oh yeah, their inside linebackers suck. This is gonna be Alex Martin, I think. They had like 2 years ago, their inside linebackers I think had no stats all year.
Well, they had David Lee, didn't they? That was like 2 years or 2 or 3. That was the first year. I think.
David Lee is a defensive tackle on the Saints.
Frankly, sorry.
Maybe wasn't he an outside linebacker?
No, he's on the Ravens now, I believe.
Oh, that might have been 2 years ago. Oh. I'm gonna go with Alex Martin. Although it could be. Do they need a wide receiver? Oh, their wide receivers are the fucking shit pile. They can't invest in another one this early, so.
Who do they have? They have.
They got rid of Medina, so they have Yumin Yora and Charlie Paul.
He's a Charlie though.
Yumin Yora was injured like the whole year, so you gotta give him at least one more year. And Charlie Paul's good or decent.
We're just waiting on Charlie Williams to show up.
Oh yeah, all the tight ends named Charlie. TJ Brum's a possibility, but I don't.
What about Tony Huff? You think they reach really hard right here?
Don't they have a good tight end?
He's another Charlie, I think.
Think they're gonna trade this pick?
Well, it sounds like it. The way he's working.
The animal noises.
I wonder who's trying to trade up. Could it be the Chiefs?
Somebody that wants Mike Latta? I don't know why you wouldn't trade up for like Meadows or Brum.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't really see anybody you would trade up for at this point. Does the Laurent Christensen hype begin at 24?
I feel like it could be LC. I feel like Jumbo's been really high on him.
No.
He did seem pretty shocked when you were talking about how he's going to get overdrafted.
I think they have Marcus Warner, who's the 82 as their second corner. I think that'd be a dumb pick. This feels similar to the Seahawks if they pick him. I don't know. I think a good pick for them here would just be to get like TJ Brum, but they're not. They have a 74 center. Their O line's actually Joe Farmer is really good, but their tackles are kind of shitty. But the next best tackle. Oh,
it's TJ Brum.
oh, okay. There we go. So I did call it right before.
Interesting. I had that guy going the next pick actually in my mock to Pittsburgh.
I had him at 21, and he was taken at 24, so that's a bit of a value.
So
Yeah,
that is
centers are,
that is the second player named Brum we've taken in the first round.
Oh yeah, you got like cousin Brum.
yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's a good pick. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm not a huge fan, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. It's just like a center. You can't really.
Centers are hard to come by, so
Yeah.
getting the top.
So I'm
ones.
sure Alien's getting sad that the centers are starting to drop.
Actually,
Since
I
their
actually
center is a wet noodle.
I scouted all three centers that were at the combine and actually liked Brum the least, but
Oh, shots fired.
it's
Yeah.
it's mostly because of his injury risk though.
I think that when a player named Charlie Brum comes out, the Jets are going to cream themselves for the first.
Probably.
Wait, who's on the clock? Oh, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, and they already have Provo.
This is a rabid
PB.
snowman pick, people. This could be anybody.
Wild card! Woo!
Who
I
do they
feel like
have on
they
their
do,
roster right now?
Somebody make a fucking horn sound.
This is
Alarm
gonna.
sound.
I feel like this might be McCready. I don't know who they have. They have Ontario Smith.
Yeah, Ontario Smith. Did they have a running back? Mike Latta?
James Bush.
Traded
Oh,
for
God.
James Bush.
So they don't have a running back.
Did
They
they
also
just
have
trade away
Cook
Quinn Bowman?
guys.
They might go for an offensive tackle right here.
Parnell Meadows. He played for Rabbit at Nebraska. Go safe, go home. Don't fuck this up, Rabbit. In before the Steelers select like Buzz Echeverry,
Oh my god.
Lawyer Johnson.
Oh, God.
The
I think the right
Steelers
choice here is
first-round
offensive
pick
tackle.
was Jim Otto. It's actually a good fact by Shoutbox. The last Steelers first round pick was Jim Otto because it was before they relocated.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they were the Steelers in the first draft.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wasn't I think like the Seahawks were also in the first one.
Yeah, they were Dallas.
Yeah.
The people who were the Seahawks completely fucked Dallas in their year, but it actually made them
came
really
back.
strong.
Yeah, Dallas came back pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
they
surprised
just-
Dallas is as good as they are considering the like hellhole that was that first draft.
It's pretty crazy going through the first draft because a lot of those players are no longer on teams or like gone or whatever.
Well, that's how the draft works.
I know, but it's only 3 years ago. Like it's crazy how fast.
Yeah, but that's the lifespan of like the average NFL player too.
Yeah, I know.
The shoutbox is calling for James Dale.
James Dale, yes. It's happening.
Stay in Pittsburgh.
Houston after this, so this is potential James Dale field here.
James Dale.
I'm just gonna shut up.
Random fact, positions that have not been taken today: running back, fullback, tight end, defensive tackle, somewhat surprisingly, free safety, kicker, and punter.
This free safety class is terrible.
God awful.
What gets taken first, a running back or a defensive tackle?
I think a
Is
defensive
long snapper
tackle
an option?
first.
Long snapper. I should add long snappers actually to the sim.
Yeah, and then someone can draft one in the 5th round like the Patriots.
Especially now with this with the extra point being moved back. They have 5 more minutes, I think. Yeah. Azul, don't you fucking take Dale. Lots of buzzing going on in the shout box.
Buzzing.
Sir Wendell says Alien. He's countering Alien by saying he thinks the original Seahawks did pretty well.
Ended up with like 11
the,
picks.
The first year they really fucked up, but their trades actually gave them a lot of picks in the second.
I think they basically sacrificed the first year.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
basically what happened.
That may have been their plan from the beginning.
They
The
didn't end up
Cowboys
getting
almost
Vaughn
go
Abraham though, so I mean.
Didn't the fucking Cowboys almost go without a win? They went like 1 and whatever it was, 1 and 8 or something, or 1 and 9.
Yeah, they won one game, I believe.
I can't wait to have 16 games every year now, so I know what the records are, and it's not just like arbitrary numbers.
There's still no team with 0 wins, right?
Nope.
Nope. Denver won on the last week this year.
Against the 49ers, amazingly. I thought the Ravens were low, but they won like 3 of their last 4 or something.
Fucking Ravens. Cost me my division.
Where did they beat you?
Yeah, they did.
God damn it. What is taking so long on this pick?
Maybe they're deciding which quarterback to take.
Rabbit is scrolling through the mid-60s.
All right, who's the best tight end available?
Tony Huff.
No, I'm saying he's looking for who the best tight end available is.
Oh god, if he does it again.
I have no idea.
Will the AFC North be visited by the rabid snowman of free wins?
Ho ho ho.
Or will they come back strong with a good pick? I have no idea who's on their roster. I gotta get used to the expansion teams. I just don't know like who's on their team yet.
They have
got
Ontario Smith,
Ontario.
Austin Medina, I think,
Oh god,
Yeah,
what?
collecting.
It's like the Jets reunion tour.
and James Bush. I think those are the only notable guys.
3 busts.
Oh god, it's the scum of the AFC.
The former AFC East.
I'm surprised they didn't get any of fucking Azul's 30 cast-offs, even if they're like 85.
Oh, pick is in. It's Carnell Meadows.
Good pick. I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say they have like 5 or so former Jets players on that roster, and I don't think any of them are good.
That's like Colonel Meadows is a really good pick. I really like that.
So Dector is picking right now since McGill is gone.
That is now my 4th best value pick, Colonel Meadows. Wait, McGill's gone?
McGill's gone. It's Dector picking today.
He's at a Taylor Swift concert.
Oh, I'm not mad about that.
Fair enough.
Do you think this is Mike Latta? I think this would be Mike Latta.
I think it's got to
Could be.
Ricky Barrett is like super under. I don't know. Whatever. I don't really care. It's the Texans. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they've been hating on Simmons and Ricky Barrett so much.
They need more O-line.
Well, that's like the one thing they don't need. I don't. What about? We've only had 2 quarterbacks go. What about Michael Barber?
They already have what? DeAndre Hawkins.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alex Martin. Daniel?
Didn't they? I feel like they traded what's his name, Bill Young, the guy they picked on the first last year. Didn't they?
Did they?
I think they did. Like
Weird how
for some reason, I
defensive
think
ends have been falling a lot.
They need. No, they have Blair Williams, who's actually an 86.
Storm rightly pointed out, why would they pick Mike Latta? They just signed Russ Martin.
They do need a defensive tackle. They have 2. They have 75 and 72 there. They don't need corner. Don't need inside linebacker. Don't really need outside linebacker.
Texans don't have very many needs.
Yeah, that's why I think they'll go with Mike Latta, because they did sign Russ Martin, but why the fuck did they sign Russ Martin?
Honestly, I just don't think Latta's a first-round talent. I just don't.
I think Latta would be a good fit for the Texans because they have a stacked O-line. And
Like, I
Harrington
think
is
Latta
just
would be a
wrong.
good pick for the Texans, but I also sort of agree with Jumbo just because I don't think running backs are worth it in the first round.
Right, that is it. It's wide receiver Gordon Kleinhauser.
Okay, I don't
Wow.
like that. Don't like it.
Interesting. That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah, that's a bit of a reach.
He was not my best wide receiver available, so...
Fucking doctor.
He was my best one available, actually.
It's,
I think he was my, like,
I have
second
it as
best
a
round
slight
available.
reach.
The
I don't
ones
like...
down here are really close, so.
That's a... I don't know. That seems like a weird pick. I guess they don't really have very good wide receivers, so we'll see.
They had Billy Rogers, who's an 85, and Von Gash, who's 81 after 3 years, so.
Well, that's not good for Von Gash.
He's
Raiders-
He's a 4-4 out of Tennessee.
Okay, I know the Raiders are going to take, so moving on. This will be Alex Martin.
Well, really?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It's in.
How about now?
Oh, look, it's Alex Martin.
Oh man,
So,
what a surprise!
I've talked to Alien every day for like the last 3 years, basically, so... And this was going to be Alex Martin.
but are you 100% sure?
And that is tied for 5th best value. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right,
Goddamn
Giants have another
Techies,
first round.
I turned Jim Malloy and Roderick Milligan into Alex Martin.
I fucking hate you. Go
Oh
fucking
my
die in a
God.
hole.
Oh my God, that just happened, didn't it? Oh my God.
Go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna talk to you while you sleep with the Lombardi Trophy.
So who do you guys think the Giants will take here?
I'm fucking salty.
Why?
Because I saw this shit coming for like 20 minutes.
I knew you kept saying, like, Alex Martin's got to go here.
Fuck!
Alex Martin's got to go here. I knew you were trying to hype him up because you knew I liked him.
Fuck!
You didn't want me to get him.
I am legitimately upset and butthurt about this fucking draft.
Oh my
I
god.
fucking saw it coming from like pick 15 on. I had a strategic mention of Alex Martin every fucking 10 minutes so that somebody would fucking take him.
Oh my god. Poor Shoutbox 30 seconds behind on this rant. Maybe the Jets will take him here. Oh man.
I'm fucking salty.
Wait, did the Giants just trade? Yeah, the Giants just traded. New England gives a future first rounder and wide receiver Eric Green for the Giants' first round, and the Patriots also gave up their third round, 75 overall.
They actually offered me the same thing for my pick, and I didn't take it.
Yeah,
'Cause I didn't want to
they offered us the same thing.
Okay, so the Giants are completely fucked. Essentially.
Yeah, they offered me something similar as well.
Well,
They offered us as well.
The only thing about that for me is I don't think I would make a trade like that with the division rival anyway.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing I was thinking. I can't believe the Raiders got Alex Martin.
I can. If only because he was a 78 overall and people don't like taking the risks on guys like that necessarily.
Hey, man,
We were kind of hoping you fell in the second.
Back in the first round. People were like not thinking Nick Hall would go in the first.
So who do you think New England was trying so aggressively to trade up for? Lawyer Johnson?
Maybe.
If they're giving up a future first, they have to want a QB.
I can't. Yeah, that's a good point. I
think
see
Lawyer's a
them
good
doing
pick
that.
here. It's a bit high, but I mean, if you really like a guy, you're not gonna reach for him too much in your mind.
It's funny how this draft, when I had 2 first-round picks, and the other draft I had 2 first-round picks, worked exactly how I planned it.
Oh,
Right.
this is
Triplet
Mike
and then
Lana, I
Cole.
think.
Do you actually think so?
But they already have Sean Cole, and
I would
No,
be
they have-
so.
No, they don't. They have.
No, they don't. That's the Chargers. I would be so
Oh.
happy if they gave up a future first to take fucking Mike Latta.
I would actually probably be happy too, honestly. I don't. Who else would you reach for or like trade up for at this point? Who is worth trading up?
If it's not a QB, like that's so absurd to me. Like, I mean, I don't know who they're trading ahead of to get him because like the next 7 teams or so don't need a QB, but if they really want him, I guess.
I need to update my draft value chart with this fucking goddamn it Alex Martin pick. Are you fucking serious?
He's still raging about that.
so
Jesus.
salty. Is this Sleuth picking or Azul?
Azul, because Azul was the one offering the trades.
Oh, Sleuth offered it to me. I think they just like swarmed out and sent it to like as many people as they could.
It's like spam emails. Hey, would you be interested in our future first-round pick?
I don't like trading for future draft pick. I don't. It's just. Maybe
I think it's only worth it if it's a guy you really think dropped.
It's only worth
And you
it.
think
if
you're
it's
gonna be
a
good.
quarterback, I think. And they're actually like really falling, like a quarterback that's falling. So
Who's New England's quarterback if they don't take one?
Sean had
Sean had not.
Mm,
Had not to had not.
had no.
Had no. So Mimsy in the GM chat is saying that he's looking to possibly move running back Justin Buchanan.
I'll give you a pick for him back.
I'm pretty sure his entire roster is open to trade if you like ask hard
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Give him the
probably
pick that
true.
you got in the comp pick, or like I guess the closest one. even trade.
Isn't that kind of what the Giants and
Please
Chiefs
trade
did with the
Justin
Wheeler trade?
Buchanan to some team that Alien hates.
Well, I wouldn't want to face him every year.
Exactly.
That'd be
Who
good
could he
for
trade
other
him to?
teams.
Well, he's
So-
already in his division.
So New England traded up for this pick like 4 minutes ago, and they only have 3 minutes left, and they still haven't picked. So I'm not really sure. Are they trying to sell this pick back immediately?
I have no idea.
I legitimately have no idea what's going on at the moment.
I also don't think like trading a future first is worth it for a team like New England, but that's just me. Maybe. Because I don't think they're going to be like middle of the pack next year at best. And so they're giving up like a relatively high pick for this.
This is the first year that FSU hasn't had a player taken in the top 5.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in the first round. Top 5
They
is
only
a
got
little-
one taken. They only got one taken number 7. Poor Weiss.
I wonder if there's any school that's been in the first round the previous 3 years, but not now so far.
I could look through.
I'm too lazy to check because you have to check like a lot.
I think LSU hasn't had anyone taken this year.
Oh yeah, that's true. LSU has not had
I
one.
don't think did they have anyone taken in the first last year?
Yeah,
Oh, Devereaux.
They've definitely been in every one. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Their best available player is not. Oh, they're not gonna get one. It's the fullback, and I don't see anybody else.
Azul is saying in the shout box he may have a double
LSU
trade.
actually. Sorry, LSU was actually not in the first round.
Oh god, they are trading it.
Wow. For what?
Oh, he said not this pick. What?
I'm confused.
I don't
Why are we
even know.
waiting if it's not this pick?
You just what?
Why suggested?
What does Azul think a double trade means?
Not that. Yeah.
Yeah, but LSU didn't have a player picked in the first round.
New
They
England
only
has
had one
1
pick number
minute.
18.
Please, Carolina, pick before them when it gets there. I just want this to happen.
I think Oklahoma. Well, I know they had the number 1 pick, but I don't know if they've had one every single draft.
Well, yeah. I forgot about the Bears. Do they not pick in the? Oh, they have the.
They had the
Yeah.
number 1
First
pick.
pick.
They don't have
The
the second.
Bengals don't have a pick in this.
No, I'm saying the Bears
Looks
don't have
like
a second.
Patriots picked.
Oh.
Mine's taking a little bit to load. They picked Lawyer.
What?
I'm okay with that.
No, I'm
It's
not
it's
okay
their
with
guy.
that. I have
I'm
Lawyer
okay.
Johnson as a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too.
Uh.
I'm surprised that he went before McCready, honestly.
Okay, well, this literally broke my reach machine. Like I don't even. It's like non-existent.
Well, I mean, we'll see how it works out. I think he could be okay. He could be pretty good. So
Why did they trade LeCount for this guy? What?
I feel like that was like a waste of a trade for them. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
Lawyer's any better than the Count.
I don't either.
I don't think they needed to trade up for Lawyer though. Too. I think they could have stayed wherever they were at and
They
still
could.
got Lawyer.
Maybe, I don't know, I feel like teams like the Steelers or something could have taken him.
Lawyer Johnson is a Patriot. Does that mean he's Attorney General?
I wonder if they'll sign the law firm.
So
They
we
did
have
sign one.
Carolina up. This is
There's-
Randy's
there's-
first ever pick.
I feel like
I just-
the outrage over Lawyer Johnson is non-existent for some reason.
Guys, I just want to point out that, like, about a month ago, Carolina traded down from number 9 to this pick for, like, a 3rd round pick, and that was it.
But that's all they traded down for?
Yeah.
Why?
This is gonna be Mike. This could
I don't
be
even
Mike
know.
Lotta right here.
This needs to be
oh,
Mike
yeah,
Latta.
this could be Mike Latta. Holy shit, that'd be cool, actually.
No, this needs to be Mike Latta.
Skaggs and
Carolina.
Latta are both Florida State, but they never played together, I don't think.
I think they were on the team, but yeah. I
Yeah,
think
they were on the team, but I don't think Latta was like a backup.
Yeah, Azul is saying in Shoutbox that he was scared of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I figured as
Makes
much.
sense.
Whatever. I guess that justifies at least picking up 5 picks early, but That means they'll have a fifth-year option on Lawyer Johnson. I guess.
Yeah, let's see. Oh no, it was even worse than I thought. The Saints traded this pick, a 2018 second-round pick, and a 77 overall guard, and that's it.
Oh, that's a little bit better for the Panthers.
Yeah, I guess since they got the guard, but they only got a future second to move down 20 spots.
Okay, so surprising players that might not get taken in the first for me are Latta, Wollabaugh, and that's it actually. Everybody else is.
But are you really that surprised that a lot of? I mean, even if you have him
Latta
as a
maybe not,
first-round
but
talent.
Wollabaugh I'm pretty surprised about.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't have a great combine, but he should still go at some point. Maybe Carolina takes him. I don't think they have a defensive tackle, and
Yeah,
they sure
do
like
need-
spending picks
that
on the
is a
defensive
good team for
line.
them, actually.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Does.
That would be like one of the first Carolina first-round picks that we don't laugh at.
Well, I didn't laugh at Tron Moses.
That's true. Actually, despite what I just said, like all of their first-round picks haven't been bad, except for Drowns.
Who's
Yeah,
the
it's
Carolina?
just-
Oh, it's Randy actually. Never mind.
Yeah, this will be
Just their
Randy's first
strategy
pick.
wasn't very good because they kept taking two of the same position.
The Super Bowl champion Randy Falcons are now on the clock. Since apparently Atlanta is like a husk
Can you-
without him.
Can you imagine in the real draft if like the Super Bowl champions had the number 2 pick?
The Atlanta Falcons' eyes are open, but the mind isn't there. Without Randy.
Hmm.
Wollabaugh, pick is in.
It's Wollabaugh.
Yep. So, wow, I'm
Yeah,
surprised
that's a
I
good
didn't
pick.
pick Mike Latta. It's kind of crazy, actually.
All right, Miami, second pick.
This is going to be Mike Latta, guys. Totally legit. I'm gonna
Okay,
mute myself again, but I'm gonna update my tables and stuff first, so really quick.
So who do you guys think he's gonna take here?
I think it could be Brett Bailey or Laurent Christensen.
No, I don't think he
If he
likes
takes-
LC.
If he takes Lauren Christensen after everything he said, that would be kind of smoke screen part
It could
2.
be Maury Gregg too. 'Cause Maury Gregg is still on the board, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
Maury
also
Greg's
said
still
he
good.
had him below. He said he had him below Lauren Christensen and
Yeah,
Michael
he
Barber.
says Michael Barber's the next best corner.
Really? I don't know about that.
Well, that's what he said.
Would it be Lay
That was
Davy? Lay Davy?
I don't think he'll pick that guy. That guy is no stats, so it's really risky.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be like. Actually,
It could be Brett
That's
Bailey
really
or
really tough.
Darius Hayes. But I
Could
think
be.
I think it's going to be a corner. I think best value right now is a corner.
So you would take Barber then, maybe?
I don't like. Well, I have a bias against Florida State corners because I took one and they sucked. So I
I
don't
mean, Barber's combine was pretty good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it was all right. But I think Christensen would be a good pick here. And, of course, it would be Saluna who would pick that guy.
Of course. I mean, outside of him, I guess there's like, he doesn't need a running back. So, could he take a receiver? Could he
yeah.
take like Cotton Lewis?
He
Cotton
does need a
Lewis.
receiver. I'm not sure that any of these guys are first-round worthy that are left. I don't particularly like Cotton Lewis, but maybe he does. He said he had him higher than I did, so...
Eddie McFadden, I thought, had a good combine.
Yeah, the thing about Eddie McFadden is he does have injury risk, but
And he's also improving stats wise.
yeah, his quarterback situation at Baylor was god awful. So it's hard to say if he's good or not because his stats were not good. But like I said, the quarterback situation was really really bad.
Yeah, I'm just not sure who he will take here.
It could be Lloyd Neves, the center. He said he needs a center. Or wait, no, I don't think he needs a center that much. I think he's like decent at center. I don't think you take one this early. I think it's got to be. I honestly think it's going to be Christensen or Bailey.
I could see him going for. I don't remember his name. The center from Washington. I think he had probably like a pretty good combine.
Is that the one who's like really small?
I think so.
No, that's the guy.
Or Brum was the one that's really small.
No, Colbert. He's 6'1", 241. That's like so fucking small.
What does he play?
He's a center. He's a 76 though. He's not good picked here. He's from community college, JUCO.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess it could be. I don't know, man. Could be a few positions.
I feel like receivers at this point are all like worth about the same, so I think taking one here would be kind of reaching.
Based on what we've said, I could see him going for Lee Davey, just because it could be worth the risk at this point. And he does need an outside linebacker.
I picked.
And it's LC. Oh my god.
I told you guys.
I'm actually not particularly happy with this pick. I've been trying to trade it for like the last 30 minutes. I don't have a lot to say to this. I don't.
Well, he was my top corner left.
I reached on him by like 7 picks or something. I don't.
He was mine top left too.
I'll tell you. I'll explain my thinking again for this pick. I need a defensive end and an outside linebacker, but I don't really like the outside linebackers. I don't know. They're just not that interesting, and I don't trust Lee Davey. And the defensive ends are kind of similar. They all feel kind of the same to me. Like for like the next 10 defensive ends.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was between him and Michael Barber, and he doesn't have to. If normally I have Michael Barber ranked higher, and I would normally take Michael Barber if I didn't have another corner already that was good. If I didn't have Justin Davis, I would have taken Michael Barber. But I can give Christensen kind of a little bit of time as the backup. And
aren't you gonna start him?
Yeah, I mean, he'll still start, but he won't be up against the number 1 receiver most of the time. So, like, I don't know. I'm alright with this pick, but I'm not enthused entirely.
What are we thinking for the Ravens right here?
I think they're probably pretty pissed because I think they want a corner.
But they have Sami Muhammad?
Yeah, but they don't have like anyone else, I think.
Oh. They just need to take a front 7 guy. That's it. It doesn't matter who. Well, it kind of matters
They
who.
need a defensive guy for sure. They took a defensive tackle, right?
They traded for Baron Anthony, right?
Yeah, they did. I don't like any of the linebackers left for a first round though.
I think you just got to take a risk on the defensive tackle. What's
Yeah, I
his
think
name?
linebackers have been basically exhausted for.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
Kenneth Clark is a JUCO guy.
Could be
Not very good either.
This could be Jim Johnson, but
I think they should take Nathan Knowlton, defensive tackle.
Dude, he's a
JUCO guy. He's
I
not
almost
that
feel bad for the Ravens. This is
Yeah,
depending on who this is. Their draft could be completely fucked.
Yeah, their plans got destroyed, I think.
why would you take Nathan Knowlton? I'm curious about that one.
Marlon Eason is better, I think.
Yeah, I like Barlin
No
Eason better.
sacks last year.
Yeah, but Eason also had a trash combine, as far as I've heard.
I'm not really sure about that.
I thought he had a good combine, and he has the stats to back it up.
No,
I
he had like the worst combine at everything that's public.
As a late 2nd round pick. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do here. Honestly, like, what's best value at this point? Maybe he doesn't
I can't
need
even-
a wide receiver. I don't don't know.
There's nothing that I would call a good value at this point. Like, there's no more.
I think the
value.
centers are technically good value, but
I also don't think he wants a center.
damn,
What was
this
his first pick? He
This is
got
what I was
Adam
talking
Newman.
about. I think this is like where the second stage of good players ends, and now it's starting to fall off pretty hard.
I feel like there's just so many players that are worth about the same at this point. So
Pick is in. It's Marlon Eason.
I
That's
like
a bit of
that
a
pick.
reach.
I
mean,
think that's.
I know why he did it, obviously, because he got fucked with other stuff. But yeah, that's I can't even. It's also out of my reach.
He had 9 sacks last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was on Texas, which is like the best defense. I don't know.
Well, you would think if they're the best defense, it'd be harder for them to mix that sheet if they're really good.
I
But-
guess. I don't. It's
So-
it's all right. I guess I'm not. There aren't that many other defensive tackles either after this, so I guess you have to get them now. So last
So the Redskins really wanted Lauren Christensen, and so they're mad at you.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
been
literally don't care about the
well known.
Redskins.
It's been well known that they've been wanting him. In every mock draft that he goes before them, they're like crying.
Well, get fucked.
I mean, if they wanted him that badly, they probably shouldn't have advertised it
Uh,
that much.
Just a quick note: this is the last pick of today. So just about 2.5 hours. That's our fastest ever first. Or well, I'm comparing it to 32 picks, not the first round previously. So this is our fastest ever top 32.
Yeah.
So good
Thanks,
job,
Interface.
everyone. Probably partially the interface. And then when are we resuming tomorrow? Just I think 7. 7.
7.
Second and third round tomorrow. Please remember, second and third round.
And the picks are 5 minutes instead of 10.
And their picks are 5 minutes, correct. So who's the? Do the Redskins don't need a quarterback? Mike Latta.
No one's
Someone's
going to
gotta
take
take him.
McLeod on the
No,
first.
I know.
I'm
I was
just
actually-
telling you
I
now.
was actually being serious about it this time because I don't think they have a running back at all.
Yeah, but they don't. The positional value is just not there.
Yeah,
There-
but
no
like,
one's a world
there's
beater.
literally, I wouldn't draft like any of the available players in the first round.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
I
Neither would
agree.
I.
If Alex Martin got taken before me, I was going to draft Mike Latta. So
They have a needed corner, so I could just see them going for Barber, and that's it.
Hey Jumbo.
Oh yeah, Michael Barber might be a right pick.
Hey Jumbo. What's the day one draft grades?
He's not going to do any this year, I don't think.
I'm not going to do them now.
it's like 5 in the morning.
Not enough time.
Oh, that's right. He did in between. I forgot. He did in between like the.
I did day one ones, yeah.
Who didn't have a pick today? Just really quickly.
Bengals, I think, are the only.
Bengals
Bengals
didn't.
They had a pick, didn't they?
No.
Does
Titans.
Green Bay have a pick?
Colts didn't have a pick.
Titans had a pick, actually. Did the Steelers? Yeah, they did.
How many teams had 2 picks? Me,
Giants.
Seattle, Giants, and Carolina.
I think that.
Or not Carolina, Saints.
I think that's it.
Oakland. So 5 teams.
5 teams.
So 5
Indy
teams.
didn't have one.
Yeah, Indy, Cincinnati,
Green Bay,
Green Bay,
Tampa,
and
KC.
Philly,
oh yeah, Kansas City.
Philly.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia. Kansas City didn't either, so there's one more somewhere. So how does the interface work? I don't actually know. This is a quick question for InSpiral. Does it just? Can you just pause the clock? Picks in. It's Michael Barber.
Yeah,
Congrats on day 1, everyone.
can't hate on that one.
No, I like that.
All right.
Cool.
So, final thoughts today. Who do you think had the best draft so far?
Let me look at my reach thing. I think you. Oh, actually, you did. Fuck you. I'm too salty to talk. Literally, just somebody else did it.
I like the Raiders and Dolphins
Now you
draft.
brought it up again.
Fuck everything.
I do. I don't actually. I think my draft's good, but I don't think it's top. I don't feel as good about it as previous years.
It's still pretty good. Like,
Well, I mean, I
Can't
had 2
hate on
first-round
that.
picks. Can't really fuck that up.
Well,
of the teams that didn't
Yeah,
have
there were-
2 first-round picks,
Well, I guess if you're like the fucking Bengals, you could fuck it up.
of the teams that didn't have 2 first-round picks, just looking through, Like nothing even sticks out to me.
Yeah, obviously the teams.
I like.
Obviously, if you have 2 first-round picks, it's
I
gonna
think San Diego
automatically.
did really well getting Tunch at 13.
Yeah, that's true. I do.
Yeah.
Like that. Let me look.
I
Really
like the Stoddard pick too.
I like Arizona. Jarius Jones. It's 5.
I like San Francisco's pick, but I'm not sure if it's like the best. It's really good for them.
Oh yeah. I like it's good for that. Yeah, it's good for that situation. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good quality picks this year. I'm not sure about the ones I'm most concerned with are Baltimore's 2 picks, Minnesota picking Beckett, Dallas picking Romulus Jackson, and Baltimore reaching on Marlon Eason. Although, I already said Baltimore actually.
What about the Gordon Kleinhauser?
And also Baltimore.
Oh yeah, Kleinsasser, Houston. I don't know about that's a weird pick to me.
Yeah, I don't understand picking Kleinsasser there.
I don't. They could. I don't know if they were trying to trade back or anything. So.
I mean, it's possible, but
yeah, first time ever a running back was not taken in the first round.
No, it didn't happen in 2015 either.
Oh, Emperor's lying.
Yeah, he's a liar.
Who was the top pick in 2015? That was the running back.
I think it was like one of the busts. It may have been Sean Evans.
It was
Quincy Turner.
But
that's even
it
worse.
was the 27th pick, so technically in the first 32. Chad Dess at 30. Carano was
Then Carano at 37.
Wow,
Evans
that was
at
a
44.
terrible running. That was like the draft we thought of as like the running back draft, and it turns
there was,
out
like,
it was
no-
just shit.
And there were only like 2 ones that even turned out okay.
Carano's alright. Dess is alright. Otero's whatever. Turner.
Otero
Evans are shit.
completely fell off this year.
No, I think
completely.
the problem with Otero is, and this is why I did that swap with the Bucks. I think it's scheme related. Like
Could be.
legitimately, I don't think he's a bad player. I think it's something with the way. I think he needs a scrambling quarterback because that's what he had at Kansas too.
The best running back in that draft was undrafted.
Who was it? Booker T.
Booker T. Washington.
Wow, that's funny.
I wanted to get him so bad in undrafted free agency.
Benefit of hindsight.
No, it was B2 Bomber, right? Yeah, that guy. It's funny though because I probably wouldn't have started in the first year.
Well, that maybe.
I probably would have used him the second year and let Justin kind of go a year early in the expansion draft.
All right, I'm not gonna fuck around too long with the time since we're spending like another 12 hours together on the weekend. So and Jumbo has to go to bed. Jumbo, are you gonna be here tomorrow for round 2 and 3?
Yeah, probably I can do it.
Okay, it'll be earlier, so it probably won't take as long because it's only 5 minutes. All right,
Exactly.
so everybody, good job. Thanks for Inspire with the help with the interface and stuff. It was really appreciated. Makes my life a lot easier, even though it's not quite as fancy. Maybe for next year I can improve by adding some stuff. Okay, see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On the dot, who's on the clock?
Cincinnati.
The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. See you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.